Hello, everybody.
Hi,
Hello,
everyone.
hello, hello, hello,
Hey everybody.
hello. I hope everybody's well. It was a good night yesterday, watching Emma's 6 hour live.
Oh my gosh,
I
I was there.
know.
I was there for all of it.
Yeah, I
I,
was too. Well,
I was
except for the few
in and out.
times I had to go downstairs or whatever. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It was a very good, good live. I enjoyed it. A lot of laughter. Oh, I got to
Hey,
turn
so's
me down.
yours.
It was definitely a marathon, not a sprint. That's like the longest live that I've ever like continuously sat through.
I had to come in and out because I was helping Dave with some stuff. So, but I was there.
Yeah,
I was there, baby. Of course,
yeah.
Emma's
No,
awesome
it.
anyway.
Yeah,
With
but
everybody on panel was awesome too, though. She should do
yeah,
that
that
more
was
often.
nice. That was really
I
nice. I
know. I
enjoyed
felt
that.
like I was watching like a JP Anonymous instead of like NA or AA. It felt like a JP like Anonymous. Like Emma was like hosting the therapy session.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. It was funny too when he went. She said that he had a. Hi, Linda. Welcome in. She said that JP had a, or not JP, but oh, Brady had a girlfriend. He's like, he he
I let them,
stutters.
He said,
Oh
"Oh
my
really?"
gosh, that was
and that they lived
hilarious.
together. They
Oh
love.
yeah, that was it. That was the best.
He was mad.
Oh, he was pissed. And
And that
yeah,
was an intervention, like an intervention. This was great.
yeah, but the thing was, is it didn't work.
It never works with him because he don't listen.
No,
Kind of like,
no,
well, you know who
Yeah.
that you're fixing to cover. So
yeah,
That
yeah,
conversation, it was funny because they started off really hot.
yeah.
Like, you were like, there's no way they're going to be able to talk anything out. And then for about an hour, they actually were talking.
Well, she was mainly talking, but yeah.
Well, yeah, he was making his facial expressions. And then all of a sudden, he said something off the
Hey,
wall
Ford.
and it just fell apart. It
Yeah,
felt like literally like the United Nations, like the negotiations just fell apart.
I think the reason that he stopped talking and let her talk is the fat fuck ran out of breath.
yeah.
Oh,
So
I
sorry.
don't.
Sorry, I was inhaling my vape. Um, he possibly he was drinking a lot of water or whatever was in that cup.
he was
He was very
dehydrated.
he was very thirsty. He was getting all of Barb's water yesterday.
And I
Oh, I
don't
have.
body shame, but damn, you know, I'm fat.
Yeah.
So there's that.
I've gotten two private messages now, and they're like, "Hang on, I'm watching Barb's video," and she's like, "There's Michael 4. There's Michael 5." They're like, "How many Michaels do you have?" I said, "Well, I'm up to 8 so far."
Yeah, yeah. That's funny. Yeah. Well, why don't we get into it? Because then we can. Hey, Kate Wax Lover, how you
Hi,
doing?
Kate.
Okay, so we'll get into it. So I will get my stream ready here.
Hey, Kate.
Um,
Hey, Floki. Hey,
Hi,
now
Leslie.
Kate.
this
Hi,
Word.
Floki. Hi,
we're on
everybody. How you doing?
107.44. So here we go. All right. So she's talking. We left off. She was talking about um, the.
Hey, Emma.
What were you? Hey, Emma. Welcome
Hey,
in. Welcome
Emma.
in. Great stream last night. That was awesome.
Absolutely.
We were
Okay.
just. Hey, Floki.
Yeah, we were just talking about your stream last night. It was good. It's very
Yeah,
good.
we have a. What do they call it? An honorary psychiatric degree.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. All right. So I'm going to let this go big because, you don't need me. There we go. All right. So she's talking about, but I want to back up a bit because she says something about Elton. I sat here with the transcripts this morning. Yesterday I didn't have a chance to because I just came on. But this morning before we came on, I went through the transcripts so I can stop at certain spots. And of course, if you guys want me to stop, I'll stop. But also to Yeah, it's going to come in too where she keeps talking about Emma. Emma coerces Lee's interview. But here she mentioned something about Elton that kind of pissed me off. Okay, we'll go here.
And they had water, and it's a lamp where the lampshade went up.
Oh, hang on. I have to fix this because I had to change. No, she's still at 1.575. Holy fuck, she's slow.
It was water in the glass globe. If I would have turned it on, that electricity, I would have been dead. So the good Lord has watched over me.
Oh, whatever.
But you know what I got for Christmas in 2007? Jada's hauling in
sorry.
this broken little
Here we
hamper, clothes basket with all kinds of bottles in it. Here, Mama said that we can give you this for Christmas since we're almost.
Remember this from yesterday where she whines because she got cleaning supplies?
She got too much stuff, in my opinion.
Well, you know what? She can eat poo. I did no such thing in her own son said I did not. But of course, Barb would say that rather than admit she's disgusting. All right.
All cleaning supplies to clean the house. Elton is a very good guy.
Give
now, his house got robbed twice.
Okay.
And the first time they caught, that was years ago. First time they caught the person. Second time, they're looking for money and guns. It's pew, pew, pew is what I was told. They used it. They got the body cam footage of it. Elton's house was shambled. They went through books, like you take a book and flip it over. Books was thrown out. They went through his Wii and all that. Now, the cameras, Elton has a bad habit of turning off his living room power strip, so he doesn't use it.
Oh, sorry. Did you hear that? She says Elton has a habit of turning off the strip.
That's not what they said in the cop video, is it?
No, but she says that he does it to save electricity. So here she's blaming Elton for the cameras not working. Hey, Nova. Hi, I already said hi to Miley. Yeah,
Hi,
so
Nova.
yeah, I noticed that in there. Yeah, so I was like, what? I mean, look how she talks about her son and grandson being dirty and throwing food away and calling her son a chomo, making fun of Braden's Tourette's. I'm the one who knows things. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Yeah, she
But
talked
you know what I
about
got
that.
for Christmas in 2007? Jada's hauling in this broken little.
Oh shit! How'd you go back?
Hamper.
You stupid piece of crap. There we go.
It's fair to
We're
say
getting
that the
it.
most
Sorry,
common
I'm playing
wall
from
covering
hers.
system used today
I
is
do have
drywall.
it downloaded,
Most of the time, we
but I don't know
books
how
was
that
thrown out.
works.
They went through his Wii and all that. Now, the cameras. Elton has a bad habit of turning off his living room power strip, so he doesn't use as much electricity because he's not in that part of the house. And I guess he didn't turn it back on. But now nobody can get in there because the doors. He went with Wolf, bought some new locks. It takes a key to open it from the outside and inside.
What?
In there. But if they went one drawer down further, they would find it.
So she's got the ones where the doors you have to have a key to open it from the inside and a key to open it. Yeah, okay, obviously from the outside.
From this. Does that mean they're locking them in?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like, doesn't it? If he doesn't know where that key is, he can't get out. What the hell, Barb?
I mean,
hey, Ross.
Allegedly.
I'm reading her chat, and I'm like, hi, Ross. No, that's not your chat. Hey, Ola, thank you for coming in. I promise I will not ban you.
And if she does, I'll come rescue you.
Yeah. Oh,
Hi,
God.
Leslie.
Oh. That's so fun. Yeah, the camera that just happened to be where the B&E happened were unplugged. Yeah, and they couldn't. Yeah. So, I don't know. Anyway.
I'm sure they would have taken it. But they accused me of stealing from him.
Allegedly.
Okay, that's another. You know what, Michael, what's happening? Every time you make up a thing, I report it. And guess what? They're going to be tired of seeing your name so many times. I'm going to share my link, and you knew which camera was out. No, I didn't. Everything was out.
Oh, God.
Right now, we've got 3 cameras out because we decided we don't need them.
Shadowrunner.
Did you hear that? Hi, Shadow. She doesn't need the cameras now. So 3 cameras are out. Like, weird.
WTF.
But I did find some fingerprints, and they weren't mine. You see, I don't go in Elton's house.
Bullshit.
I do not go in Elton's house unless I hear. I thought he was off.
Oh my God.
Day. The dog was barking and growling. I thought maybe he had fallen.
The dog's barking and growling. And the dog's barking and growling. Why would the dog bark and growl while fucking whatever his name is it Elton? Yeah, Elton's home. Why would the dog be barking and growling? She'd hear him. It was not happening. Hey, truth. Like, she's just full of lies.
And then I
The
heard,
camera was off.
what I heard was whoever was in the house.
Exactly, Ola. She never goes into Elton's place, but she was on his bed walrus style. Like, what? Like, she's laying on the bed, you know, like, paint
Look at me,
me.
I'm sexy, baby. It's
Paint
sexual.
me. Remember this, Elton? Mm-hmm.
You missed us, darling. You know why the camera wasn't on is because they wouldn't have seen anything. She just went through the inside.
Well, God, no. No, they wouldn't have anyway, because she would have went, yeah, if Elton's not home, they have access to his place through a door, don't they?
That's what I've seen.
Yeah.
It's all connected, from my understanding.
That's what
Don't
she
give me
said.
Yeah, so
She
she's
said
just
that.
full of shit. Yeah. Hey, Nova. Hey, Truth. Thanks for coming in.
Had taken out the drawers of his dresser.
She just keeps...
I'm worried about him. I really am, people. But there's nothing I can do. The judge said until he stops working, until his
What,
driver's
Emma?
license, even if he stops working, he still has his driver's license and doesn't get a ticket within a year.
Oh, it's in his house? Okay, that
Well,
I
there
did.
you go.
Paint me like one of your Cajun French... Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of, Ola. Thanks. Hey, Anne-Marie. How you doing?
Hey, Anne-Marie.
I'm you know how much of a grifter I am. I'm using Anne-Marie's StreamYard. I know the judge. What judge? The judge that is what? That she's his, what is it called? What is she? She's his power of attorney or something. If
I
he's
think
still
she said
working, he's still able to drive, he's able to live on his own. How the hell does he need a power of attorney?
How you
They're
doing,
not
Nova?
going to, I don't know how those work, so I could be wrong. But yeah,
Well,
why?
So she could be like his medical, like, power of attorney. Like, if something happens to him, she's the one that makes the calls. I don't know. You never know with her.
Yeah, and again, what Emma just said, Barb and Wolf have no business taking care of anyone legally when they live in what they live in. And secondly, Barb can't even take care of herself, and Wolf can't take care of her.
Well, yeah, and I don't believe that he's actually working. I don't believe that he's got a girlfriend. I don't believe he's working.
Yeah.
I don't believe any of that.
Shadow, I'm so sorry to hear about your surgeries. Let's put some prayers in the chat, some good thoughts. Yeah, for Shadow.
Yeah. Love you, Shadow.
Yeah. I'll be praying for you. Yeah.
Yes,
How does a man with dementia get his driver's license renewed? I mean, yeah, like she said he had dementia, but yet he just got his
license renewed?
Yeah, like, I don't understand. Like, she can't. EJ better hope he outlives Barb, or she will be knitting next to his bed for 8 days while he's... Oh, yeah. Definitely, Emma. Definitely. All right.
He's still saying.
Oh my God, Emma.
Now, medically, he's starting to slack off. Anybody of 73, 75 years old will do that. But why attack an innocent?
Wait, she doesn't know his age. Did you hear? 73, 75 years old. Like, she doesn't know how old he is.
It's like she's playing bingo.
Woo!
Man, or innocent people, because my son told me
here we go.
that you and your trolls were harassing him, sending him food and pizzas and contacting him through Facebook and this and that. Y'all kind of forced him to say and do what he said.
Do you hear that?
Yeah, more lies.
No.
That's her talking to me again.
Yeah, that's her talking to everybody. She's saying that Barb loves the sound of deathbed screams. So she's saying that her son told her that there is prayers and no, not prayers. Sorry, I was reading what Shadows said. So yeah, that they're sending pizzas and phone calls and everything, and then she starts this shit about the
But
coercing.
see, I had already disowned him because I was tired of giving him money. He said I never helped him. My gosh, never helped him.
My gosh.
You know who got the beatings when his daddy took the belt out? I did. Joseph
I
got him
doubt
once,
it.
maybe twice. But if I could get between,
Are you all right there, Ann?
Hmm.
Are you all right?
Oh,
She's
yeah.
she's talking a little fast, Dusty.
Yeah,
Oh, is she talking a little too fast? Okay.
Just slightly, which is surprising for her.
175, or do you want
She's
125?
all excited.
Try 1.5.
Okay. We'll go back a bit. Not that far. I'm not as good as Emma, okay? Don't expect perfection. Oh, fudge you.
You're wonderful, girlfriend. You're wonderful.
Ooh, who wants to go to Rome?
he's still sane. Now, medically, he's starting to slack off.
Is that better?
Anybody of 73, 75
Yes.
years old will do that. But why attack an innocent man or innocent people? Because my son told me that you and your trolls
Yeah.
were harassing him, sending him
Liar.
food and pizzas and contacting him through Facebook and this and that.
Your son
You'll
said
kind of
that.
force him to say and do what he said.
Oh,
But see, I had already disowned him.
congratulations, Austin. That's awesome.
Yeah, congrats, Austin.
Emma, are you wanting to come up?
Because
Just
I was tired of giving him money.
You chorused him.
Yeah, don't
said I never
coerce
helped
us
him.
into saying
My
anything,
gosh.
Emma.
Never helped him. You know who got the beatings when his daddy took the belt out? I
He did.
Joseph got him once, maybe twice. But if I could get between them, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
He was married. I was living at my trailer house, but I was at my gift shop. He calls me, Mama, I'm sick. Okay, son, what do you want me to do about it? I've got fever of 106, so can you come see about me? A grown married man whose wife is a nurse. And he calls me.
I just realized what I did. I did it
to get to
again.
him,
So
Make
if
me
you
sick,
pause
Barbara.
this,
like a mother does.
if you pause this right here. So
Yeah.
she's saying that he had a fever of 106, and then
He would be seizures.
she
Seizing.
literally just like she's getting ready to dox his ex-wife, because it's obviously, I mean, it's not very hard with the information she's going to give out. I mean, she's going to give out her name, she's gave out her occupation.
Not only that, but when he called her, when her
Twitter,
own son
Emma.
called her, well, what do you want me to do about it? Really? Yeah, you're Mother of the Year, bitch.
Yeah, like she's just yeah, she just
Fuck's sake.
You're
sick, Barbara. You're fucking sick.
She goes twice about
That
this shit
pisses
with
me off.
being coerced again. I said I would write it down, but yeah.
Just take the
What do you want
temperature
me
and
to
all
do
that.
about it?
106. I called 911. I went to the hospital with him. Stayed there for hours. They gave him IV and stuff like that. Put him in my car. I brought him home. I get to my mom's house and I told her, look, this is my suitcase. I'll stay for a few days. Just leave it there. I'll pick it up. She's half blind, almost totally blind. She puts it in the bedroom. She hears the ambulance. So she goes in the
Here we
bedroom.
go.
She trips over the suitcase. She hurts herself. Instead of Elton putting her in the car to come to the hospital to make sure she's okay, 4 or 5 hours after I leave with Lee and at the emergency room, I come back, I'm having to almost pick her up to put her in the car.
Okay, can
Blaming
anybody
Elton.
see Barbara picking up anybody?
No. And blaming Elton.
Again,
Blaming
yeah.
Elton. Yeah, again.
Nothing is ever Barbara's fault. It's just
Nope.
like when we watched GP yesterday. He kept saying, okay, so Casey's the problem. And Emma would say, you're the problem. And he said, okay, Casey's the problem. You're the problem. Well, how am I the problem? Like she will not take accountability for anything. Like anything. It's sad.
You're right, Shadow.
Oh, actually, yeah. The nerve of her son to call her for help. Yeah. Again, this is fair use. We all know that. But what Olaf just said, all these extremely specific details. I have watched a lot of cop. Oh, there's Emma.
Yeah.
Hey, hun.
Hey,
Hey.
so I just want to say, because this fucking pisses me off. Shut the fuck up, Barb. Shut up. Okay? Your son and grandson and granddaughter hang out in my chats. That's the actual them. It's not the troll them. I know which accounts are theirs. I literally have asked him on live, did I coerce you into saying anything? Be honest. I mean, if you feel like I did, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, and he's like, no, you didn't at all. I wanted to clear the air on some stuff. Me asking him questions is coercion to Barb. Me just being like, I don't know what you mean, like with this. Are you saying like this happened, or are you saying like this happened? And then he would clear it up. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Even took up for her.
Yeah.
On certain things.
Yeah, on certain things he did. And
Mother of the year.
So when it comes to those things, Barb's like, he even said I was a Boy Scout leader for 500 years. But anything he said about her negatively is I coerced him. You know what I mean? Like, get the fuck out of here. Also, nobody was sending him pizza. Nobody was stalking him. He wasn't even supposed to come out. Braden is the one that reached out to DMS. Not even me, DMS. He reached out to her to say that he wanted to come on and talk about like his experience and stuff. Mm-hmm. It wasn't even till 15 minutes before I was going live that Lee wanted to come on. I didn't even know he was coming live until 15 minutes before. If you go to that damn panel, you'll literally hear me say, well, we have an extra surprise guest. Because I didn't even know that like Lee was going to come on tonight, but he's going to come on. He wants to do a one and done and clear the air. She talks about how I coerce him to say all these horrible things, but then she imitates her grandson and his Tourette's. She calls them dirty, the grandkids, says that they don't clean themselves, says that Braden wastes food and would fill his plate with a bunch of stuff and then throw it out. She just said
we covered that earlier.
She's called her son a child molester.
Yeah.
You know, when I asked about the abuse with Lee, I said, like, you know, was there this like abuse the way that she's describing it now? Mm-hmm. And he's like, no, I mean, yeah, they would fight and stuff like that, but it's not the way she's explaining it is. Like, get out of here. It's like she watches Lifetime movies and she's like, I got in between the belt and him. And I was like, no, Joseph, you hit me instead. Like, get out of here. I can't with her.
We covered that about like on the first one, and we talked. Michael and Ann actually mentioned it, and so did Olaf. I think mentioned that it sounds like everything she talks about is from a movie, and that's her life.
It is
like she takes it from a movie.
And Michael actually did go and watch Poltergeist, and he DM'd me. He's like, "Oh my god, it's like she's actually was living through that movie when she told the cop, we've got a warrior that walks up and down the street.
Oh, yes.
He's a Native 100%. American warrior." And she was like describing the Native American guy Taylor from Poltergeist 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm like, and why wasn't he there in the house? Like, you know, if he's walking up and down your driveway and street. You know, I can't. Barb she lies constantly. I can't stand it.
But the thing is now she's like, oh, Eldon has dementia, but then she talks about how he gets his license back, how, you know, he's working and how he's, so.
You can't get your license back when you have dementia. I'm sorry. You can't.
Nope, you cannot.
You can't.
No, and so which is it, Barbara?
Does not go away.
No, it's progressive. You don't go and get your license renewed and be like, yeah, by the way, I have dementia. So while you're driving, you're like, how did I get in this car? And like, yeah, totally. Yeah. Of course.
Citrus said Barb referenced Beth Dunn, and I think she's just making up this person slightly changing the character Beth Dutton from Yellowstone, which she watches.
Yeah, she takes everything from stuff she watches and like slightly changes it to make it her story, and it's cringy and creepy. Also, I almost bursted out laughing when she was like, the one from Canada there, she put grooming in her title. People, I bathe all the time.
I know.
I groom myself all the time. And I was like, oh my God, I can't with her. She's
Yeah,
like,
it was.
somebody had to tell me what it meant. And then the irony of her saying, when she talks to this child, right?
Yeah,
She's like, he's not a child. He's a young man who's more intelligent than all of you combined. Then, when she talks about the people that are like leaving him comments,
yeah.
I don't leave him comments, but I
I
guess
don't.
other people are. I don't know.
It's Stats.
But
Oh, wait,
Stats leaves
Stats
them
does.
comments.
I don't know. I don't know who's doing it, and I don't
Yeah.
see him. When I poke over there and I go into his comments, I see kids in there, and I'm just like,
No, I saw Stats, clicked
yeah.
on it.
Oh
and
no,
it's her channel.
I did see Stats, and then when I said it on live, because I know Stats watches me, obviously, I said, quit leaving him comments. It's fucking creepy.
Yeah. Hey,
and then,
Kyle.
but I was like, with Barb, I was like, so she was saying, he's a young man. He's not a child. He's got more intelligence than all of you. And then she goes, you who all are attacking him, though, you're attacking a minor.
Mm-hmm.
So
Make
he's a
up your
minor.
mind.
He's a minor when people are leaving him comments, but he's a young man when you're talking to him in private.
Yeah.
And then you can tell he's saying things in her chat that are not appropriate because she keeps going, Paradox, please don't write that in the room. I'm removing it. Please leave for now. You know what I mean? And it's like, he shouldn't even be in there. You're the adult. You should be telling him. The reason anything is happening to him is because of her.
Yeah.
It's completely because of her. Her fault.
And
Yeah.
I've seen him in other rooms that are very adult.
Yeah, he
by the
goes
way.
into like all like adult people's rooms, and it's just it's
That
inappropriate.
are vile.
It's
They
gross.
are.
It's gross.
Mhm.
And I will say the last thing I'm going to say before you hit play is get fucked. She did not disown her family. They disowned her.
Yeah.
That's right.
I've literally played retro shit of Barb where she's like, I've never met my great grandson. Will I ever meet him? I don't know. Like she's
Remember,
not
remember her having the picture, and she played like a
Yes.
little kid's voice.
Her
And-
ringtone was a baby. It was like a baby going like, like
Yeah.
that was her ringtone. And then she's like, and every day I have this picture on my screensaver, and every day I come here with my coffee and I stick my tongue out and I go, and I'm just like, you're weird.
She's disgusting.
You're so fucking weird. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. She is. Please like, subscribe, share this out, and I put a link up in my chat for my
I'm gonna share it
Ko-fi
right
there.
now.
And
Pardon?
I'm gonna share it right now.
yeah.
And there's a link in my chat for my Ko-fi. You don't have to. It's it's appreciated, but not required. Yeah.
Hi, everyone coming in. Kyle, Citrus.
Yeah,
Austin.
like the stream, guys. Share the stream out. Like Dusty's been streaming for a long time, and
Well, I mean, I do mainly crafts. It's just Barb kind of gets on my nerves every once in a while. And this one here just stressed me right out. I was texting Michael, and
I just put it on my
Welcome
tab.
to drama.
yeah, I don't do drama. I do dram, as in
Drama?
Welcome to drama.
That's all you,
drama.
because Dusty, that's all you have. You don't have any contents without Barb.
You don't.
Yeah,
And you
no,
know
I
what?
don't.
You know what, Dusty? The 6 psychiatrists that I meet with every week to tell them how to improve their jobs better all told me that you're all narcissist people, and you all have no lives or contents, and you're jealous of me, and you want my life.
Yeah, definitely.
You want this rotted desk that my hooves are on. And you want my bald Reverend Kane husband and my horde and my bugs and my attached duplex. You're jealous of my moo-moos. You're jealous of my triple fucking K titties that sit on my knees. You're jealous of me. I went and got saline yesterday. I'm tired, y'all.
Oh, Emma, I have to tell you something, Emma.
What's that?
When you get going and somebody irritates you, like say JP,
No, yeah.
you get that Italian going, and it's like
yeah, you do.
And
oh my god, I went on this like
It scares me.
I don't even know how many things I called him in one like sentence yesterday. I was like, "Shut the fuck up, you no neck having silk shirt wearing, absolutely ridiculous." Nothing. Like it just went on for I don't know how it all came out in one sentence, but it was hilarious as hell.
I must tell you, when you do your Italian rage, you scare me.
Oh, when I'm like, "You loser!"
Loser.
He is a loser.
He is a loser.
He's pathetic.
Yeah.
He's a loser.
So funny. No loser. It's now loser.
Loser. You're a loser.
Yeah. Actually, it was funny because Barb printed or was writing something out, word, and it had LOSA, but it was OLSA, and I said, Barb, if you switch those words around, loser.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how many of you guys were in there because the chat was like flying last night.
Oh, yeah, it was last night.
But I forgot my entire train of thought just now. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, did you hear how many times he called me like,
I think,
I
think Castle said about 46.
At the beginning, maybe. But
Yeah.
throughout the rest of it, there was more. That's all he called me. He's like, I could destroy you. You can't rag over and over again, just screaming over top of me. I'm just like, God, you're so pathetic.
Oh, no. Yeah, I stayed for the whole thing. It was just watching him almost cry at the end was hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, he did. I swear to God, he cried.
Oh, I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did.
Rubbing that top of his head, and his face turns red. And it's like,
I love when he does. I love when he rubs the top of his head like a fucking genie bottle.
Yeah,
and he like just shows you how huge his head is, like when he rubs it, because it's like he has to do these like wide circular motions across his whole head. I'm just like, God.
Yeah, it was funny. All right, we'll continue here. We got
Take her to the hospital. She cracked her pelvic bone.
Oh, no.
I had to close down my shop for 6 whole weeks. Every day and every night I stayed with her.
Oh, my God. She had to close down her shop to be with her mother for 6 whole weeks. Because it's not like her mother took care of her.
Like, okay, like, you know how Castle normally just does like a short or something like that with like, which comes to Barb. But like the other day, like I shared out his thing, like where he like talked about Barb for like, I don't know, 7 minutes or something. And like, it was so well said. The way that, he described basically like the way he views Barb and stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like her channel literally is just about like, she talks about like every time the cops come there, she acts like she's this like targeted individual who just does prayer groups online and crafting. And she can't understand why all these people are coming after her. You know what I mean? And it's like, no, just because you dirty delete stuff does not make it like that you're just a crafting channel. Get out of here, It's like, and all she does is like, she comes online and talks about just death constantly, cancer, sickness, abuse, grapes, all these different, like, just, it's constant. Like, it's like, look at my, like the thing, I don't even know what that is underneath her friggin' her hooves.
That is supposed to be a Pegasus with a moon.
Well, it looks like sparkly barf is what it looks like. I don't even know what the hell that is. But I'm like, I was just like, she does. She'll show her sparkly barf. And she'll be like, don't you like that? Isn't that pretty? I'm selling it for $382. Anyways, when I was 1 year old, I was raped. And then my mama told me I had PTSD by a psychiatrist when I was 1 year old. Like, it's like she's incapable of even doing one live stream without
lying.
Just talking about, like, they're lies. But what I'm saying is she has to be, like Elizabeth said, like, she lives to be sick. It's her entire identity. Yeah. Like, it's her whole, being Native American and sick is her entire identity. Like, she's literally like, it's the equivalent of some person like saying, like, they're 1/3 Italian.
Yeah.
So, but they make their entire existence like Italian. They dye their hair black. They get the leather jacket, and they're all like, hey, how's it going, man? You want to buy some furs, man? On 4th Street on the corner of East there. I got some jewels and all this. Like, she completely she's like, look at my face. It's square like a Native American. And it's like,
That's German.
I can't with her. I can't. Like, I have to take tolerance breaks from her.
I have something actually talking about when we were talking about JP. I got something for you that you're gonna love. Hang on. Can you see it?
Your profile picture?
No.
Oh,
I just put it on the screen.
Oh, whose hands are those? Yours?
Where?
It says "Don't be a cunt."
Yeah.
Is that you?
Yeah.
I should mail that to JP.
Yeah. That'd be cool. Yeah. I got it from T, but yeah, it's just something I got. Whose hands are those? Why? Is it bad?
No, it's because of how quickly it came on the screen. I thought it was like one of Barb's things quickly for like a half a second.
No, but I bought that. I saw it and I'm like, live, laugh, love, don't be a cunt. And I'm like,
Batman always says that. He does like because of The Boys, the show The Boys. And like Billy Butcher is like a British guy, and he always goes like, he always says to like the one guy in the show, "Stop being a cunt," is what I'm saying.
I love the show The Boys.
You know Billy Butcher?
Yeah, I love
He's
him.
always like, "That was fucking diabolical." Stop being a cunt. The guy's like, "What are you trying to say?"
Actually, he doesn't sound like he has that accent, so that's what's weird.
He's got a Cockney accent.
Oh, okay. So
Batman has like he has just got a regular British accent. Cockney is when they say like it's like speaking like, I don't even know how to say it. It's like the same thing as like with Canada, like having it's like Canada having like the different provinces, right? Like if you get somebody from like PEI, they sound like they don't even sound Canadian. You know what I mean?
No, in like Newfoundland.
That's what I'm thinking.
Newfoundland, yeah.
You talk to somebody from Newfoundland, and it's like
what you say?
For a second, you're like, are you from Canada? And then if you talk to a Newfie who's been drinking, it's like, what? Like I don't even understand what they're saying.
Yeah, so, like, and they say words that mean something, but we're not sure what they mean.
But you don't know what they're talking. Yeah, you don't know what they're talking about. Like every time I like meet somebody from Newfoundland, I'm like, "Are you from Newfoundland?" Because
it's like Newfoundlanders that sound brain damaged.
Yeah, like they have very, very thick. I don't know what it is. It's like I can't even tell. Like I can't even do an impression of it. But like it's the same thing in like England. They have like different dialects depending on like where you come from, and so like. Hatman is more like proper, you know what I mean? Like, and then you have like the Cockney accent, which is like, when you say things like, fuck your brother, fuck your mother, like instead of like mother, it's like with a V, mother, like, you know what I mean? Like it's like a slang, if it makes sense. So that's what like Billy Butcher has in The Boys. He's got a Cockney accent. So he'll be like, to Huey, Huey in the show.
Yes, Huey. I love Huey too.
Yeah, he's always like, "What are you trying to say?" to like Billy, and he's like, "Stop being a cunt," is what I'm saying. Like, it's so funny. I love him. I love him. So much.
I have to finish watching this season, but I love it. Yeah,
and he's also hot.
I used to hate it because he always said cunt all the time, and now it's just like, damn, it's just a word.
Oh, it is just a word. Don't get offended by words.
It's just a word. Yeah. No. But yeah, he's hot. He's very hot.
Oh my God, Billy Butcher. He's so hot. Yeah. He is so hot. Oh. You know what? You know what he is? You know what Billy Butcher is? He's fucking diabolical. He's so fucking hot. It's diabolical.
Man, we gotta find some Jason photos of him somewhere.
Hatman, he'll play little like things of him on his show.
You want to come up? Yeah. Honey. Oh, kisses. Sorry, the dog.
Is that Charlie?
That's Charlie.
That dog is so damn cute. It's unnatural.
Yeah, right? She is cute. Don't step on my.
She looks cute, but she also looks like she'll gnaw your friggin' finger off if you come near her.
It's a she, but yeah. Actually, yesterday she was. I think you said he. Sorry.
No.
she was under my she was under my desk yesterday, and my son came over, and she always barks at him for some reason. And she was under my desk, and he comes to give me, oh, you're here in the chat. Okay. So he comes to give me a hug, and she's like, I'm like, okay, it's all good. And then I'm like, friend.
He's like, don't touch my mother. I'm crotchety and old. I'll piss all over you.
Yeah. Okay, Michael, I'm so sorry to hear that. Are you going to take something for it? I hope so. But yeah.
Oh, Michael's back?
Yeah, sciatic. I know exactly what that is.
I know. I've had sciatica too. It hits you in the ass cheek and then radiates down your whole leg.
Oh yeah,
and
then
I have to stretch. I have to literally put my leg up on the couch and stretch it as far as I can because it just aches. It hurts so bad.
Yeah. I have it so bad that my toes curl under.
Oh,
on my right leg, not really bad, but enough that I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with those things?"
I haven't gotten it like that before, but I've gotten it before from way too much walking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Especially if I get for work, if I get new sneakers and I have to break them in, it'll always give me give me sciatica on my left side.
Mm-hmm.
Until they're broken in because they're not totally bending in the middle yet. You know what I mean? Because they're not totally broken in. I'm walking all day, and then I'm like, oh god! The next day, I'm just like, my back.
Tennis shoes. Yeah.
My whole right leg is on fire. It feels like electricity. Yeah, it's that's what I said. It's mine. It hits me in my upper ass, and then it's upper ass cheek on my left side that shoots down your leg. It's flaming it's a stabbing, flaming, radiating pain all the way down your leg. It's fucking terrible.
Thank you. Was waiting to see who was going to get it. Chiba came in.
I forgot. Whatever. They came.
Emily was streaming for 6 hours yesterday. Not enough.
They came in my chat. They came in my chat last night. Apparently, I didn't even see them come in, but apparently they came in last night because they're in love with me and they're basement dweller and they can't stop obsessing over me. So they came into my stream to shill out Velcro's stream covering me because I give a shit about any of that. I'm just okay.
That's good, Michael. I'm glad to hear that.
Exactly. A leave is perfect. Anti-inflammatory.
I love a leave. We just got a leave in Canada friggin' 6 years ago. It's it's the same as Advil here, Dusty. Mm-hmm. You're from Canada.
Yeah.
It's Advil, but better.
Is it? Because I can't
longer.
have too much ibuprofen. It messes with my
take a leave instead. It actually it's actually lasts way longer.
Yeah.
Yes. Olaf. So Chiba decided to come into my chat where I had 180 people in there to shill out Velcro talking shit on me. Where she was reviewing a stream about that Omni did 9 months ago. And I'm just like, wow, how sad do you have to be where you have to come in and try to shill your shit in here? God. But their shit got deleted they got deleted right away. And I didn't even know they were in until after the stream was over, and they told me that they came in to shill that, and I was laughing about it. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, actually, you know what? Leslie's got a point. If you take tennis balls and you roll them with your butt, it hurts like hell. It hurts like hell, but after a while, it starts to ease that pain. So you put your butt against the wall or whatever, and you roll with the tennis ball, and it helps.
That sounds painful.
It is painful in the beginning, but then I'm one of those people that I'll put salt on a canker sore. So
no, I do the same. Me too. I've been doing that since I was a kid.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, oh, this hurts, but it feels so neat.
Yeah, you have to for a canker sore. If you take a thing of salt and you put it right on there, man, you just suck up that burning ass fire in your mouth for a second. By the next day, it'll be almost gone.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah, Citrus, she is, and I really don't want to give her attention because I legitimately do not watch that bitch. I don't watch her at all. She hates me and she hates Olap because we're not PC and we're not woke, and she doesn't like the words we use and the things that we say. Okay, great. I legitimately have not been to her channel since she tagged me in the very first community post ever that she tagged me in, which was like a year ago, and I've never been back to her channel since. She used to go after Malice Black all the time, and then I guess because Malice Black hasn't been streaming for 8 months, she'll cover anytime Malice is like makes a tweet about like politics, she'll cover it, and then she reviews my shit, I
Desperate.
guess. She reviews my stuff and like just, oh my god, she said you know, how
Really?
politically
That's all she
incorrect.
has?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Wow.
She said tard. You know, only people with low bar people say that. Blah, blah, blah. Well, I don't care. I legitimately don't watch. So I'm only the only reason I said it because I saw it in the chat just now, and I just don't watch her. I just don't. So I guess she was. Apparently I was told she was. Spooky came in and was like, "Who's this weird ass?" This chick that's streaming about you right now. For some reason, it came up on my recommendeds, and he goes, you know what he said to me? He goes, my streams are so low effort and so like low bar, and she manages to be like worse than me in her streaming. I'm like, oh really? I was like, oh really? And he's like, yeah, it's terrible. Like the quality's awful, and I'm just like, I wouldn't know. I legitimately don't watch her. Like I just don't watch her. So she can have fun with her seven live watchers, and I mean, go for it. She's not going to get a reaction out of me because I just don't care. I engage with who I want to engage with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What am I going to do? Go back and forth with her and be like, well, I'm sorry you're offended by my words, and just like there's nothing there to go back and forth with. Like, I don't know. Go clutch your pearls on your channel. She called me racist for calling Barb out for lying about being Native American. Yes, I told you someone told me that, and I was laughing my ass off about it. I don't even remember who told me that. Somebody told me, because again, I have not watched any of her streams, but apparently, she said Olap and I were racist because if Barb wants to identify as Native American, right? Then we're racist, and we're I don't even remember what else she said, but apparently we're racist because we will not let Barb identify as full Native American. I don't understand how that makes us racist, but
Makes her stupid, so there's that.
Sorry, Charlie was barking.
That's okay. And yeah, and also Olap is Native American too.
Yeah. So there you go.
I think it's more offensive when somebody's like full Native American, like parody guy and shit like that, and people are like, you know, not that thing, you know.
Hey, Castle.
Hi, Castle.
Oh, poor Castle. Like the first the video I did yesterday, I'm telling you, she talked about Castle. And then she talk about something else. Then she talk about Castle. Then she talk about something else. Then she talk about Castle. And then she talk about. I'm like, she's in love with him.
Oh, and you know what pissed me off that she said too? Oh my God, was it? It had to be Citrus, because Citrus always catches these fucking moments. And then I watched the clips that Citrus posts, and
I have to catch up with those.
It makes my fucking eye twitch. I think it was on Citrus's channel where he clipped a thing of. I think it was Citrus. It has to be. If it's not, it was someone else. But it was a clip, and it was of Barb being like, and then like all of y'all attacking Kim. She's mentally 15, and I'm like, Barb, you know how many videos I have that I've like reacted to where she's been attacking Kim? She went live from the hospital, from her bedroom hospital, that she was lying about, to attack Kim. You know how many of those retro videos from like 6 months ago? She's attacking Kim. How many times in body cam footage is she attacking Kim? And like wanting to get her arrested and wanting to get her thrown in jail. It's like, oh my God, the hypocrisy of you. So she's not mentally 15 when you're attacking her though, right?
Well, she did it in the yesterday when she
did it in yesterday. She did a lot more yesterday in yesterday's part 1 than she's done in this one, because I do actually have quite a bit. But yeah, she's yesterday was pretty bad too. She
Well,
went
Yeah,
off on
but
Kim
picking
again.
on Kim. Kim, you're a piece of shit. I mean, she didn't say that, but she just starts reeing on Kim at that point, right afterwards.
Like after she bitched at us, saying that we treated Kim like crap and blah 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 blah, and then she calls
There
us
she
a
goes.
bunch of pieces of shit, and then she goes and turns around and
takes a shit on her
starts
again.
Yep.
attacking Kim.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Barb, the
Fucking
rules,
hypocrite.
it's rules for thee, not for me when it comes to Barb. And I'm just like, I'm like, I can't with her. Like, I have to take breaks from her. Like, and the thing is, Barb always, Barb will always kick up if I do a stream where I'm not covering her.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
do you remember JP? I don't know if you guys heard JP when I said to him, look, why do you say my name in every single fucking stream you do? And he goes, so that you talk about me.
Yeah.
But if you don't watch me, why do you want me to talk about you? That doesn't even make sense. So you're saying you don't watch me, but you want me to talk about you. What?
Yeah.
And then
It's
how
just
many times did he
crazy.
say, when I would confront him about something, he would go, oh, I just said that to trigger you. Why are you, if you don't watch me, why are you trying to trigger me? You don't make any sense. Like, it doesn't make any sense. No, Leslie, I didn't see it. Sorry, I didn't see it. Kim, I hope one day you, what? Oh my God, I thought Ola was saying that. Kim, yes, remember when she said that? When we first started covering Barb, Kim, I hope you die from cancer. I wish I could give you all my illnesses. And I can't with her.
I hope you die.
Yeah, and then I saw who put it in the Discord? Somebody put it in the screenshots of that Yogi guy's chat. And
I did.
Oh, was it you? Yeah. And she was acting like a 7-year-old. Mm-hmm. She was like in all caps, bye forever. I can't be in this room if you're going to be nice to people who attack me. Goodbye forever. I'm saying it again. Goodbye forever. Bye forever again.
Yeah. I hate those people that never leave.
Yeah.
And then Michael says, I'm sorry if you feel that way. Go to hell, Michael.
Yeah. And then I heard her say, she's a damn liar. She said yesterday, because I popped into her stream yesterday, and after like 3 minutes, I was like, no. I popped in, and she's like, that time when my power went out, Michael and Kim were on here. They tried to take over my YouTube channel and make it dirty. And then
she said that in the video that we did yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, and she goes, and then I had to get a hold of YouTube and get them to take care of it and delete it from my channel, because you can't just delete your streams yourself, right? You had to get with YouTube. And like Kim and Michael were literally just talking. Michael was like, how are you? And she's like, good, how are you? And then she came flying back on. She's like, shut the hell up.
I know. I know. Yesterday I was yelling, we were all there, Barbara.
I'm gonna find that video so I can play it, so I can show that when her power went out, they absolutely did nothing to make anything dirty.
The only thing Michael did is say something to the effect of,
I'm gonna cover that.
Have y'all heard of Our Lady of Perpetual Poutine?
That's what Michael had said.
Well, that to Barb is like, it's blasphemy.
Blasphemy.
That name is blasphemy, because according to Barb, Poutine means coochie in the bayou.
And no, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. She's talking about
not even in the bayou.
Not even in the bayou.
No, Swamp Pig. No.
Oh my God. I know. I always say that, Citrus. When people say bye 15 times in a chat, I'm like, it's not a fucking airport. You don't need to announce your departure. Just go. Like, shit, I don't even say bye half the time. Like, I just leave most of the time.
Yeah, it's not Untane. It's Poutine.
Even Poutine. I mean, Jesus, laugh about it. I mean, somebody called Olaf that once, Our Lady of Perpetual Poontang, and I pissed myself laughing. And occasionally I'll say like, thanks, Poon, like just as a joke, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like meant as a derogatory thing at all. It's just like, because so many people fuck up her name, right? Like, I will say about Kim, the one time she literally made me like wheeze, cackle, and snort all in the same time when she came into my chat, and she was trying to say hi to Olaf, and she called her Our Lady of Perpetual Protein, and I like cackled, wheezed, and snorted all at the same time. I was crying on stream when I saw that. I was
I just got
so
dizzy.
I was so high on edibles, and I had done some dabs, and I saw that in the chat, and I almost lost my shit because, like, if you look at the side eye emoji, I could just picture Olap making that face, like Olap being like, "Bitch, I know you just fucked it up, and it wasn't on purpose, but still." Like, now people are gonna say that shit. They're gonna repeat it. And then when Miley came in last night, I fucking almost met the Lord when she said, "How are your sharks, Anne?" And I was like, "What?"
Hey, if you can't control it, you can't control it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's who it was. Olaf. Truthfully, Trisha used to call me Poontang. She told me it was our thing. What?
Jeez.
Poontang.
Any crafting whatever.
Any crafting person does sharts.
For it, I
does,
call
and
Barb
Barb does.
Louisiana.
Because after they said it was because that's how Barb says shorts, I was like, in my head, I heard Barb, and she does say sharts.
Yeah. It's funny. That's why I was trying to like, Emma, that's how Barb says it. So now everybody's kind of taken to that.
I have to have blood work next week, and I'm like really, really tempted to like record my hand getting blood work done, and then being like, "Look here, y'all, I'm here at the doctor's office getting blood work done. You know, people, I hate being here. This is not the way to live a life, but I'm fighting, y'all. I'm fighting, y'all, getting my blood work done."
Wow.
Like, this part of my annual exam, and I'm gonna be making like a whole stink out of it.
Yeah, she's just All right, should we continue?
Yep. Do it.
Yeah.
All right.
And everything. I called my son and his wife to help a little bit. Guess what? They never ever came unless I cooked supper, and they could come over and eat. And I wasn't cooking supper for them. Every Sunday I would cook. When his wife left him, I cooked for him.
Wait, can you just pause really quick? I just
Even
have to
after
quickly say, I saw a cooking thing from Barb. I almost puked everywhere.
Yeah.
Everything.
You guys watch that? Yeah.
Holy fuck! Everything came from a can. She just had like a cauldron, and she poured in canned chicken, canned corn, a whole ass block of butter.
I know. Yeah.
And I was gagging. I'm like, oh my god, you're gonna eat that? No wonder Brayden would throw his food away.
Yeah. Totally understand that 100%.
I mean, I don't even eat meat, but like canned chicken, like it came out of like this long, huge can. I was just like, oh, no. I don't know what it is about, like, you know, when you think of like tuna in a can, it's like, I don't know, it seems like normal, but like a canned chicken, oh god.
I can't do tuna in a can. It has to be the pouch.
I don't even eat tuna at all, but I'm just saying, like, you know, you always, I don't know, I guess it's because like it's always been around, but like when you think of like, I don't know, canned chicken, or like canned beef, like why?
Then you can substitute the chicken with tuna instead.
Yeah, it's like,
it looked like puke.
You know that it did, Anne, because it came out like as a solid thing and just like plunk.
Oh, Emma.
Like it just plunked into the water with the butter, the huge hunks of butter. She's like, "You're gonna want to add a whole block of butter." I'm like, "Why? Why are you putting an entire block of butter in that?
If you're gonna clog your arteries, you might as well.
Oh god, it was so gross.
Hey. What are you doing?
She said you could substitute the chicken with tuna. She did say that. Like, who's?
Yeah, she did.
Who the fuck is eating tuna soup? Can you imagine if I like came up and served you a bowl of tuna soup, Anne? Or Dusty?
I'd try to kick your ass one leg and everything.
Here you go, Dusty and Anne. Here's a bowl of tuna soup.
Get the fuck out my house.
Anne would be starting.
Oh yeah, I'd chart shit.
That's like you know what, with JP, I said it last night on live. I was like, him drinking those like gallons of ice, those fucking sweet teas, like gallons of sweet tea. He must have like absolute tap ass.
He's probably sitting on a toity.
Like, can you, like, if you drank a gallon of iced
potties,
tea,
you know?
if you drank a gallon of sweet tea a day, would your ass just not blow out? I mean, mine would.
Mine would.
My God.
That's too much sugar.
A gallon of sweet tea. And then on top of that, he's drinking Mountain Dew and shit? No.
Yeah. That's just too much.
Miley, I feel sick. Stop.
Pardon?
Oh, Miley's just like, I feel sick. Stop.
All right.
That new vehicle, him and his new wife, we would go every Sunday. We'd bring catfish and shrimp, and we'd fry catfish and shrimp, or have a gravy or a gumbo or something. I paid for it. They didn't pay for nothing. I bought chicken, and we grilled chicken or whatever it was.
I tried that.
Oh my God, how many ads does this bitch have? We didn't get any yesterday. How did I do this yesterday?
Max ads on.
YouTube is making them laugh.
I never got it. I love you from that. Now,
got Max ads on.
Why are y'all opening up a dog
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
place? You can't afford to pay your daddy the $800 a month for the rent. You're going to open up a dog grooming place and pay $690.
Okay, do you hear that? Like, she's fucking bitching about her son buying a new truck. Her son talking about
constantly.
Yeah.
And this is the thing, is that like, this is the thing, is that like, this is what she does. And then she turns around and says, I coerced her son to say bad shit about her, when she shits on her son constantly. And all of these things that she is saying, he cleared up. Like, he was like, yeah, you know, like I bought a new truck, but I was still able to pay the rent.
And she
but she said he didn't pay.
Said don't pay.
Yeah,
but don't pay me rent.
Yeah, but and that's the thing, too. Like, if you're a parent, like I'm not a parent, but like, you know, I know enough people. You know, most people I know are parents. You know, and like, if you're a parent, do you feel the need to, like, you know, tell the whole fucking internet, well, I did this for my son, and I did. No. You know what? This one day, you know what I did, Ann? I bought my son a sandwich, and he didn't say thank you.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Like, my son had 110 temperature. What do you want me to do about it?
Yeah, she's like, you know what? This one time 17 years ago, I bought crawfish, and he didn't even say thank you. Like, she's a horrible person in every way.
Yeah, it's just sad. Very, very sad.
It is. And when you see her talking to this 15-year-old and being like, you're my grandson. You're my grandson, to that like 15-year-old kid. And then in the same live stream, she'll talk about her blood grandson and make fun of his Tourette's and talk about ADHD and talk about he has anger issues and talk about how he threw food away, talk about how he didn't bathe and stuff and how Jada didn't bathe. And I'm just like, what? Like, you're so nasty.
Yeah, she just
$99 a month. They lost it, I guess. I don't know how that went. But you know what? Every week when we went to the store, we got cases of Coke to bring to them. Bags. Her mother liked the Chex trail mix. Bags of that. Brought it to them. Frozen vegetables. Brought it to them.
Oh, broke the
bank.
Wow, you did what most normal moms do for their kids, even when they're grown. Like, shit, I live alone and I'm totally grown, and my dad will sometimes like pop by, or like my parents together will pop by and be like, here, we got this when we were at the market. And I'm like, okay, thank you.
Thought of you. Here you go, babe.
Yeah, like, I mean,
I
can't with her.
I do things for my daughter. Like, I'll be like, oh, yeah, I got your Christmas present. Then I end up giving it to her early.
Legitimately.
Because,
like, I'll just get a knock. I'll like get a random like knock on my door, go answer it, and it's my parents coming back from like the farmer's market. And because they know I'm like vegan, my mom grows stuff in the summer, but like, you know, at the end of the summer, they'll go to the farmer's market and stuff like that. And they'll bring me like a bunch of stuff from there. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, thank you. Cause they're like, oh yeah, we went to blah, blah, blah to get stuff. And we saw this and grabbed it for you. I'm like, oh, thank you. And like, I'm totally grown. Like,
but Emma,
this is
you didn't get a can of peas.
Right? Like, it's like, can you imagine being like, I bought you frozen peas. They were on sale for 99 cents. Like, stop.
No, thank you at all.
Oh, God.
Sorry to hear that, 007 there. A little bit down. Well, I hope you can find some chuckles in this.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
He is like
yeah.
his daddy. He's going to tell you what you think you need to know. And I do find it, somebody said, well, he's trying to take up for you, but the lady won't let him. She keeps changing the thing. So the lady
So which
interviewing him.
is it? Which is it? Does he talk shit about you, or am I coercing him? Pick one.
Yeah. Like she constantly is putting that out there.
He said yes.
He was
a scout leader,
legitimately
and one of the top.
He was in
Well-
my chat saying I didn't coerce
right
him to say anything, because if I was actually doing that, would I not have stopped him when he was actually taking up for her at any point? I would have cut him off and been like, oh yeah, so anyways, what about this part? You know what I mean? Like, I let him say what he wanted to say. You know what I mean? He's like, yeah, she was a Cub Scout leader. She was good at it, blah, blah, blah. So when he said good things about her, like she's literally talking about it right now. He said I was a great Cub Scout leader. So what? So did I coerce him to say that then? So I guess you were a shitty Cub Scout leader if I coerced him, right? So when he said things in good light about her, it's not coercion. But when he said bad things about her, it's me coercing him. Like, get out of here.
She's just nuts.
She is
Scout
nuts.
leaders. Boy, the lady interviewing him changed the subject.
No, I didn't.
We got cases of coats to bring to him.
Like what? Listen.
Bags. Her mother liked the Chex trail mix. Bags of that. Brought it to them. Frozen vegetables. Brought it to them. And I'm the bad mother?
Yeah.
I think y'all better understand that Leah's like his daddy. He's going to tell you what you think you need to know. And I do find it, somebody said, well, he's trying to take up for you, but the lady won't let him. She keeps changing the thing. So the lady interviewing him, he said yes.
Go ahead.
No.
Did you say pause this?
The lady, no, I just said bullshit over top of her.
Oh,
the lady interviewing him, she thinks by not saying my name that like, I don't talk about these people because she doesn't say our names anymore. The lady's interviewing him. I let him say whatever it is he wants. And Barb, it's not just Barb's son. When he was married, his wife hated her and wanted nothing to do with her either. Her grandson despises her, probably more than her son does. Her granddaughter despises her. Her son hates her. He will not even let her see his grandchildren.
Yeah.
He won't even let her see his grandchildren. How adamant were Braden? And when I asked them, I said, is there any possibility that like either one of you would want to reconcile with her? Like that you think that there's a possibility in the future that like you guys could have a relationship? Like, how is that coercion? That's me asking a question. You know, and Braden was like, for me, the grandson was like, for me, never. I despise her. I hate everything about her. I don't even consider her my grandmother. And Lee was like, no, I've spent 5 years not talking to her and I'm happy with my life. I just want to be with my grandbabies, my own children, and we have our own family and she is not a part of it. Like, it's not just your son. It's your whole family.
100%.
You know?
She was a scout leader and one of the top scout leaders. Boy, the lady interviewing him changed the subject.
No,
Every time he started saying something good, she changed it and she manipulated what he was saying. Now, my
you hear that shit coming out of her mouth? Like, she changed subject. She manipulated him. Barbara, do you know how many people have watched that fucking video?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
And she's pissing me off to the point where I'm literally going to review that fucking stream again.
I think you should.
And be like, tell me where I manipulated him. Show me.
I know that Citrus did a video about it. I got to watch it because...
Look, I knew that Braden hated Barb more than her son. Like, her son hates her. But, like, Braden has, like, a seething hatred for her. Like, it's a seething hatred. You know what I mean?
It's okay, Red Road.
He was the one who was originally going to come up. Just him. And 15 minutes before I went live, Lee asked if he could join, and I was like, "Sure." Lee did most of the talking. If I wanted to manipulate, as Barb says, if I wanted to manipulate, why wouldn't I stop Lee when he was saying anything good about Barb and drag Braden into the conversation, knowing that he would shit talk the hell out of Barb? I let Lee talk for 80% of that live stream. And then when he hopped off is when Braden gave his input. You know what I mean? Like, I could have I could have manipulated the thing and made her look worse, but I wanted to just know the truth, whatever the truth was, good, bad, in between, or both. There were some things he said that were she was good at. Big fucking deal. You were a good Cub Scout leader, for God's sakes, but you were a terrible fucking mother. Like, I don't get it.
Like, she
Hey,
just,
Red.
Hey, Red. That's okay.
Hi, Sissy.
Grandson.
She can.
And
she
yes,
talks
in
like shit.
1991, after Joe left.
Oh, is this where I wanted to pause it? No.
And also,
just
this story before you press play. That just this live stream alone proves. This live stream alone, you could just show to the cops and be like, she doesn't just talk about her crafts. Just because she has barf colored glitter sitting there does not like mean she's doing crafts. She sits there and like she talks about every aspect of her fake life, everything she like just makes up, you know. The Russian roulette. I was abused. My mom died for 8 days while I was knitting next to her. My grandkids are disgusting and don't bathe. My son is a chomo. My son is just like his daddy. He's a cheater and he's this. And she talks about every person in her family, in her life, like constantly. If she would shut up and just like, you know, the reason she doesn't just focus on her crafts is because when she focuses on her crafts, she gets like 60 views on that video.
Yep.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And even now, talking about this stuff now, she's back down to like 100 views on a video.
She also talks shit about her son, and then all of a sudden you coerced her, but she's talking shit about her son. This makes no sense. Swamp pig.
but Anne also, what she's talking about, whenever her son said something that was like in good light of her,
right?
She's like, even the lady interviewing him, he said these good things about me, and he tried to change the subject. Then when he said bad shit about her, it's me coercing him to say negative shit about her. So when he said anything good about her, she's going off of that. Which is it? You can't have it both ways. So if you're going to say that I coerced him, then I also coerced him into saying you were a good Cub Scout leader.
A Cub Scout leader?
Like, get the fuck out of here. I can't with her. I can't.
Yeah, she just, okay.
To
she
his
lives
counselor.
Miserable.
And she said, she had it down as him being schizophrenic.
No, she didn't.
You hear this?
You know what it was about the schizophrenic?
Get the fuck.
So she said his school counselor had him down as schizophrenic.
You're a fuck. Now she's saying, you know why? Because she's manipulating the story. Because
there we go.
She said that her son was admitted into a hospital for being schizophrenic. Admitted into a hospital.
I remember that.
Her son said no. The couple of times that he tried to like rebel against Barb and like leave the home because he hated it there. He said the one time they got into a fight, if I wanted to be coercive, I would have picked at this particular thing. He said, I don't want to get into the details of it, but we had an altercation, not physical. We were arguing. He goes, I think he said when he was like 15. I don't remember I would have to go back to that stream. I don't remember the age. It was either like between 14 and 16. It was one of those two. And he's like, I'm not going to get into the details of it. So if I was being coercive, wouldn't I be prodding at that and being like, you know, maybe you should give some details because it's unclear of what you're saying. It sounds like she was being was she hitting you? Was she doing, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I would have been saying, but I wasn't. I just let him say what he wanted to say. And he said, you know, I'm not going to get into like the things of it, but then something about he left out his window or something. That he was like, they were arguing about like, cause he got a broken arm at school earlier that day, something like that. It was something along, don't quote me. I'm loosely remembering what happened. And they got into an argument. And then she had him like arrested or some shit and put in the nut hut. And he said to me on that stream that she put him in there twice as like corporal punishment kind of thing. For like massively disobeying her, whatever the hell the case may be. And he said to me, on that stream, I will give you my medical records, Emma. I'm not schizophrenic. There's nowhere on my medical records it will ever tell you that I'm schizophrenic. I'm not. Because you remember, do you remember after I got off her panel when she said, well, I'm about to have a TIA now.
Yeah,
I
I
don't care to
remember
live
that.
anymore.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
She turned around and said, oh my God, I just had a vision. He lives close enough that he could cross the Canadian border. And if he saw her picture, oh God, he tried to kill me. What if he tries to kill her? Now I'm worried for her.
Oh God.
She's ridiculous. And he said he offered me his medical records. And I said, no, I don't need your medical records. Like, I don't need to see his medical records. If he's telling me he's not schizophrenic, I believe him.
Yeah.
You know
like,
what I mean?
why would he lie?
And like, why are you even, I said that to her when I was on her panel too. Why are you even talking about, like, even if he was schizophrenic and your grandson has ADHD and he has Tourette's, why are you talking about it? And I think that's why Brayden is also so angry, is because she's like just putting out all, like, she's not only like putting out like his like that he's got ADHD and he's got Tourette's, but she's like embellishing it.
Oh, big time.
And you know what? She even proved I didn't coerce shit. You know why?
No.
Because Brayden said in that stream, I said, like, can you give me some examples? Like, can you give me some examples, or like let me give, like, tell me what it is that has you like this angry where you don't want anything to do with her. Because like, it would take a lot, like, to say to a grandparent, I don't want to ever see you. I hate you, like, on this level. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And he said, well, first she called CPS on them when him and his sister had just a regular, like, sibling rivalry fight, that she did it, like, maliciously to try to have them, like, taken away from Lee and, like, put in the system. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he said, you know, also, like, I have Tourette's, and she would, like, make fun of my Tourette's. And she would tell me, like, you know how Barb is, where she needs to be the sick one. She needs to be the one where the focus is on. And so when somebody, I guess they were at like a family dinner or whatever, and he was like having a case of the tics, probably from anxiety. You know what I mean? Like social anxiety. And he was like making some like noise and stuff, like noises, like from tics in his throat. And she was like, stop doing that. You're just doing that for attention and blah, blah, blah. Stop doing that. And she was like telling him to stop. You can't tell somebody that has like, they're having like a reaction where they're having tics. You can't tell them to stop, because then they're going to do it more. Yeah. Because they're consciously trying to stop it, and then it just gets worse. You know what I mean? Also to the anxiety about it as well. But the audacity of her to be like, how dare you try to get like attention for this illness that you have. You know what I mean? But then she turns around and says, and she imitates him. She does the very thing that he said she did. But she did it in front of everyone on YouTube. He's like, she would make fun of my Tourette's and tell me like to stop doing it, and that I was just like, I was faking it and stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then she went on the day after my panel. She's like, oh, he would make all these noises during family. And he goes, ooh, 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 ooh. And I know. She was doing like ape noises. I literally have a short of it on my channel. So does Olaf. And it's like, you're literally doing the very thing he said you did at family. Like, how horrible would you have to be to do that? I couldn't do that to somebody. Like, can you imagine doing that to somebody who doesn't have control? Yeah. Like that. Like, I've met I have a few friends that have, because he's got, I even asked him that. I said, so you have simple Tourette's, where he's not like yelling words out and stuff, but it's like, it's tics, like, so like throat clearing or like grunting and stuff like that. And I have a few friends that have that, and I don't bring attention to it at all. Like, if I'm out with them or whatever, and they start doing like a throat clearing or like a little bit of a grunt kind of noise or whatever, I just keep the conversation going, and like, I don't give any life to it. Because if you like say to somebody that's doing that, are you okay? Why are you making that noise? It's going to make them do it more. You know? And like, my friends have told me that. They're like, it gets worse. Like, if somebody like acknowledges it or addresses it, then it makes you more anxious, and then you do it more, because it's like you're trying to tell your brain to stop doing something that you involve. It's like an urge. They say that like it builds up and builds up. I have a very, very, very mild form.
It's the occasional. I'll occasionally do things that are Tourette like, but like hardly ever.
Yeah,
Where
but it's like an urge that builds
you
up until
feel
you
it.
have to do it.
Yeah, you have to do it. Sometimes you're able to. I like because I'm not, that bad.
You don't have complex Tourette's. You have simple, like mild, simple Tourette's.
And I can hold her down.
Yeah.
But then if you do that, the next one just comes right out. You get no choice, right? But it feels like you feel it coming. You're like, oh crap, it's coming. Right.
Yeah, and I remember going to a movie with when I was with my ex. I remember going to a movie with two other couples, and the one friend that I had simple Tourette's, like the tics and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And she was making this like kind of grunting noise. And we were in the theater. Can you imagine you're in the theater, a movie's gonna start in a few minutes, and you're making like noises? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's embarrassing, because you have no control over it.
And it was me. It was like me and my ex and the two other couples. And I remember the one of the, I don't remember who, if it was I don't remember if it was my friend herself, it was her husband. One of them leaned over and they were like, "Are you okay? Why are you making that noise?" And she looked like she wanted to cry. Yeah. And like she got up and she's like, "Excuse me, I'll be right back." And I went like after her. And I went like with her to the bathroom, and she was like, like I have like, Tourette's, where I have like these tics. She's like, I've had a bad day. I'm super anxious and like I can't control it. She's like, she went in the bathroom to like take an Ativan. You know what I mean? Like she went to go like take a little Ativan to like put under her tongue because she wanted to get through the movie without like making noises and having people being like shush and stuff like that, Yeah. And she was like, her eyes welled up and she's like, I can't control it. And then when somebody like acknowledges it like that, it makes it worse, and then I'm thinking about it and then I can't stop myself, and I'm like, that's sad. I'm like, and I gave her a big hug and I was like, it's fine, take your Ativan, we're gonna switch seats, so you're like on my side, like on the other side of me too. Like she was already on the one side of me, but I put her on the other side of me, so she was like, that friend was like on the other side of me, if that makes sense, so like I was between them. So, and then I was like, I literally was just like, I would like give her an arm rub and stuff, like every once in a while, like if she made like any noise or anything. And then she was fine once like the Ativan kicked in. But I'm just like for her to do that openly on YouTube when she knows that her grandson has a YouTube channel and like he doesn't post anything on it, but he watches. Yes. Like her son watches. She knows this. She knows that he comes into my chats. Both of them do. Even Jada will come in sometimes. And it's like, that they watch. Why are you saying all this disgusting shit? And do you remember when she called her son a chomo? And
I remember when she did that.
The next day, Marty went on her StreamYards panel and he threw his voice. And he was like, hey, so, last night when you were talking about your son, like being a diddler with his daughter. And she's like, no, I was talking about a friend.
Yeah, I remember
and
that.
He's like, no, you were talking about your son. She's like, no, I wasn't. Well, her son's name
remember
is Lee.
that.
Her son's name is Lee. Her granddaughter's name is Jada. And she goes, he was being disgusting and dirty, but she couldn't tell my son nothing. How's that?
I remember that. Yeah, she was disgusting about it. Like,
always disgusting.
Yeah.
I know why she does it, Emma.
Huh?
Make everybody but her look bad.
Yeah,
she's
gross.
That's exactly it.
This just pisses me off because it's like, fuck you, I didn't coerce anything. And pretty soon, if she doesn't stop saying this shit, I'm gonna replay that damn stream and review it.
Anne?
Yes.
Oh, I don't think I hear it now. No, I do. It sounds like you have
there's a noise.
Yeah.
Oh, let me mute for a second. I'm sorry.
No, okay. No, it just sounds like we're playing twice.
I don't know how.
When I talk.
Okay, let me mute.
Sounds like Scratch Knee talks.
Oh, sorry. Is that any better?
Oh, yeah.
There's still an echo.
Actually, I think it's gone. No, but it's not as bad.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not. I don't notice it as much now.
Okay,
it was weird.
Unless I'm talking, it'll make it easier.
Yeah, I'm only gonna listen to a few more of minutes of this, and then I'm gonna hop off because I gotta meet Hatman soon.
Oh yes.
Hey sis, how you doing? Glad you could come in. Yeah, they finally found out he was not schizophrenic.
Oh, now she finds out he was. Shut up. She never said that.
His daddy. loved the woman more than he loved his own son.
Oh,
My son wanted to pew pew his dad. That's what he told one of the psychiatrists.
I love the pew pew.
Oh God,
But yeah, I'm the bad one. I would go every day, visit, make sure everything was okay. I did everything for my son.
No, you didn't.
Are you feeling okay right now, sis? I'm trying to explain to people. They're listening to these trolls. Michael's been in here 7 times. I had to beat him out. He's probably trying to
So
make up
dumb.
another one to come back in.
Here comes number
People,
8.
you can't believe when you're coerced into saying something or doing something. I don't blame my son for saying it. Yeah, I'm tired too. I blame the woman for being as evil as she is.
You hear that? Somebody's like, she asked them how they're doing. They say, "Oh, I'm tired." Yeah, I'm tired too, but keeps going. Like,
Yeah.
you know, this
And
is
you know
your.
what, Barb? Get fucked, because your son was literally in my stream last week, and he said I did no such thing. I took a screenshot of the comment as well, which I'll slap on my community tab if you keep pushing me, Barb. I didn't coerce him to say shit. So then did I coerce him to say that you were a good Cub Scout leader? Like, I didn't coerce him to come up on my stream. She's like, he'll do anything for money, but he's schizophrenic and blah, blah. Now you're saying, then we found out he wasn't schizophrenic. When at any point has she ever said this until now?
Until now, basically.
She's never said, we found out he wasn't. Why? Are you saying he wasn't because he came on my panel and said, I'll offer you my medical records? You can see that I'm not schizophrenic?
Yeah.
Well, and it seems to be that it's taking a year. Well, almost. It's not been a year, but a few months.
How would she find out? How would she find out that he wasn't schizophrenic now? She hasn't talked to him in 5 years.
Yeah, but she said that they said he was schizophrenic, but he's not.
Yeah, but she didn't. Yeah. When I was on her panel, she was scared for my life. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh, but she doesn't listen to you. But apparently she did, because she heard him.
Girl.
Yeah, because according to her, this is why when she says stupid shit like, why can't y'all just do other stuff and cover other stuff? Why do you need me for contents? Because you lie on our names and then you make us react to you. That's why. If you would just shut the fuck up and go away, we'd have nothing to cover.
Yeah, 100%. Like, she started about, and that Christian, she said she's Christian, but blah. Oh, I'm like, bitch, you be talking about me. Because she's come at me a few times about, you're saying you're Christian and here you are, in emails mainly. You say you're Christian, but you go into the drama rooms. And I'm like, it's no different than sitting in your room, Barbara.
Yeah.
Like, it's
all she does is gossip, talk shit, and talk about illnesses and death and abuse.
Yeah, that's all she does. And
literally.
And it's to the point where, and she thinks it's okay for a 50, it gets worse in here, but she thinks it's okay for a 15-year-old to be in her channel listening to this.
No, it's disgusting. And he should, and like her saying dumb shit like, you need to leave the room now, Lair Docs. Do you really think he's leaving? Like, he's lurking and listening to you. Get out of here.
He's just not, you know what? You don't know he's in the room unless he's chatting.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Exactly.
But when she says to him, you need to leave the room now because we're going to talk about some serious stuff now. You need to go. Will you promise me you're going to go? And it's like, as if he's not going to he's 15. He's vulnerable and 15. Like, he's not going to sit in there and listen to what you're saying.
And was it Anne that said that she's seen him in other adult ones that are way worse?
Yeah. And also, I was told, Castle tagged me on Twitter and he was telling me that when he was like checking out that kid's channel, that like when he was, because Castle was like, checking out the people commenting and stuff, and he's like, it's all like older people, all like old people, like older men, and like why? Look, if you're an old guy or whatever, like, look, if you're not in your teens or whatever, and you're talking to a 15-year-old, that's creepy.
Yeah,
it's creepy. And exactly. She also said with the grooming shit, y'all are the ones who are making it sexual. How many times have I said on repeat, I do not think she's trying to be sexual with this kid. I think.
I said that. I said that.
I think she is trying to groom him in other ways.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be sexual.
Doesn't have to be sexual for you to groom people. Like,
no,
he's
she's
just,
trying. I think she's trying to groom him to be like family. Like, oh, you're my grandson. Can I
Yeah.
call you grandson?
yeah,
That's more, more of I want to be your grandmother because my family hates me.
yeah. Like,
You know what I
that's
mean? Yeah.
that's what I said too. I feel like she's trying to build an online family because
hmm
her actual family hates her.
Yeah, yeah, and yesterday I pointed that out. I was like, because she mentions the grooming, and I had said nobody says you're a pedo. Like
No,
nobody has stated
I've
that.
said it
Nobody
on.
thinks that at all.
No,
She
I've
just
said
lets
it.
pedos in her room.
Yeah, I've said it
Yeah,
repeatedly over and over and over again. I do not think Barb is trying to be sexual with this kid. That does not make it any less fucking gross. She's trying to
no,
groom him in other
yeah,
ways. She's trying to manipulate his mind. She's trying to like impose her own thoughts and beliefs on him. She's trying to make him do what she wants him to do. He's impressionable. He's also vulnerable, because
yes,
he is delayed. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the
yeah,
thing that she talks about, like, all of y'all turned your backs on me, and now I made new friends that won't do that. Yes, because now Barb is taking a new tactic where she's going after kids and vulnerable vulnerable adults
yeah,
that
And
she
this is
knows
why
she
she told
can.
the whole story again.
Yeah, this is why, like, she goes at like that, whoever that Yankee Kyle guy is. I've never been to his channel, but apparently he's like very, very like a vulnerable individual, and she knows that he'll just like do whatever she says.
yeah,
She does that with this kid because she knows he'll do whatever she says. She's
yeah,
tried to manipulate that Yogi guy into like blocking everybody. He won't, so she's like, well then, bye forever,
yeah,
I
and
said
yeah,
it's,
bye.
yeah, it's like, it's ridiculous. I said bye again. I'm just letting you know this is bye forever. Hey, I just want you to know before I go that I'm saying bye again. And I just want to say bye before I say bye for the third time that I'm saying bye. Like, stop. I
Hell,
can't
Did I
Michael.
with
mention I'm
her.
saying bye?
And you know what? The extra bye that I'm doing, I'm making sure it's in like double cap locks, like
Oh,
extra
Yeah.
big cap locks. Bye. And then Michael
oh,
goes, okay, Barb, I'm sorry to hear that. Creator blessings. And she's like, go to hell.
yeah, Yogi
I
didn't
thought
like
that was
that, but
good.
I can't speak for Yogi, so there's that.
Oh, that was funny. That was
Yeah,
funny
when I saw that, I did
that.
laugh because Michael's like, I'm sorry you feel that way, Barbara. Creator's blessings. And she's like, go to hell, Michael.
No, Miley, nobody.
Yeah,
Yogi
that's
didn't
so
even open his
Christian.
mouth.
That's so Christian, isn't it, guys?
I just saw the screenshots. I wasn't in the stream.
Is Kim live right now yapping?
I have no idea.
She better not be. I just saw
God.
Shaz's comment. Oh, I don't have her on here, so I'm not subscribed. Oh, damn.
No, Shazza says, Kim, keep Anne's name out of your mouth. She's
Oh,
a sweetheart. What?
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Get the hell out of
Because
my
anybody that keeps attacking disabled people, no matter if it's mentally or physically, and keep after it and lie.
Okay, so here she keeps. Oh, you watched one of her older videos. Okay, so here she keeps talking about mentally and physically disabled people. But what she's been saying is mentally and physically disabled patients. That's what she calls herself, a patient.
Oh, God. I can't.
You are not in the fucking hospital, Barbara, and you're not in a nut hut.
Yeah.
And, I have depression. I'm mentally disabled.
We all have something.
Everybody has something, Barbara. So she keeps saying that we're attacking. Therefore, get over it.
And say all this stuff. They're the bad ones. Something is wrong with them.
No,
Sure.
And I've proven my medical history.
no, you
Over
haven't.
and
No one
over.
cares about your
proven-
medical history. That's the point. No one cares but you. We don't
Well, and
care.
that's true. That's true. We don't care, but
Like,
quit
she's
saying you've
adamant.
proven it because she hasn't.
But the
A
thing is, she
CD
is
does
so,
not prove anything.
I don't care about her.
Yeah.
I don't care about any of that stuff. That's the thing with her that makes me laugh is that she's like, she'll say to the cops, but they keep lying about me and saying that I'm not sick. And it's like, why do you care? With people online, like, how sad. She's like, and she'll say we're jealous of her. Jealous of what? How sad in your life do you have to be where you need to like come live to seek like validation like that?
Yeah,
Where
100%.
Where you need to have people being like, oh God, I'm so sorry for you. And like, she's trying and failing, trying and failing, trying and failing, trying and failing at building this weird cult-like community who talks, and Castle said it perfectly, that Barb will let you be her friend and let you be supportive and let you be in her chat as long as you do not question her, you do not disagree with her, you do not have any sort of even remotely different opinion, and then she'll let you stay. That is fucking just grooming behavior, just right there.
And it's cult behavior, 100% right there too. Yeah,
it's like the movie Poltergeist, where, like, you know, Reverend. Now I can say it because Michael saw the movie. Where, like, Reverend Kane, he's not trying to be sexual, but he literally develops a cult that follow him into like a cave, and he shuts them all in there, and they starve to death because he's like, the end of the world is coming, and he's brainwashed all these kids and adults and stuff into following him into this ridiculous thing where he thinks that, like, they're going to be saved by Jesus, you know? And it's like, that's her thing, is she's trying to, like, make her room, in quotes, this place where she's got so many blocked words that you're forced to talk like her. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? You have to be like, oh, I'm so sorry you're sick, Miss Barbara. You can't even be like, well, what's wrong with you? Like, what is it that you're sick with? She'll be like, oh, how dare you ask me that? Like, I got cancer and I got this. And the other day she was saying, like, you know, I'm diabetic and you guys are trying to say I'm not diabetic.
Nobody ever said that. Like, but that's the thing.
First of all, I'm pretty, Barb, I believe you that you're diabetic. Okay. Trust me. I believe you. Okay. The point is, why do you care? Why are you trying to prove to the internet that you're diabetic? Like, who cares?
Yeah, nobody cares. Nobody cares. No, it's just nuts.
Like, something has to just be lacking in your life so deeply for you to need this type of validation.
Well, obviously, she's lacking just everything, it seems. She's got no love. There is no love between her and Wolf. There isn't. There can't be, because you can't love someone and let them do this.
No, that's enabling this garbage is ridiculous.
No, you're just as sick as they are. Yeah. So there's no love there. Her family's deserted her. She has nobody. She talks about, the cancer, the cancer thing I went to. I was there. I proved it. Nobody said you didn't go.
And the point is the effort she'll go to where she, like, turns her banner into, like, the cancer patient invitation.
Yeah. Well, now she was talking about them inviting her again. Well, we don't care. Like, exactly. Yay, go to it. Yay, you're getting out of the fucking house. She can't walk 20 feet.
I have never, ever once said I do not believe that Barb did not have stage 2 single cell renal carcinoma. I've never said that. I do believe she had that, but I believe that she has highly exaggerated it and then turned that into a multitude of illnesses that she does not have.
Yeah.
You know, she tells on herself and tries to rewrite history all the time. The video that I played of her where they took her to the nut hut after the very first body cam footage came out and she used the opposite side of the knife, remember?
Yeah.
I showed the freaking video because I pulled the video again, because when I showed the cop cam footage of her in the cop shop when she went there for that 45 minutes and sat there and that was the day she got out of the nut hut. Remember when?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, because I checked it. Yeah,
she was in there and she's like, I used the wrong side of the knife and tried to harm myself. Blah blah blah. Then hours later, she was at home sitting in her chair with the same muumuu on. 2 hours after the police state being at the police station, she had a mask on her face, saying she had a bunch of bruising on her face from being intubated, being in a coma for 10 days. Remember?
Yeah, I remember.
And she was like. And then when someone asked her in the chat, she goes, no, I didn't try to self-harm. And then I literally just finished playing the body cam footage of her saying, I tried to hurt myself. Remember?
Yeah.
With
yeah,
the wrong side of the knife.
I couldn't.
Which made her look stupid.
I couldn't even do that. I couldn't come home to like Hatman or anyone and be like, I'm going to put this mask on my face now and I'm going to go live and I'm going to keep corroborating the story that you've been telling that I was in a coma fighting with the spirit warriors. Like, how embarrassing.
Yeah. It is. All right.
I've proven over and over. I'm bipolar with PTSD. That's all. I'm on one medication, so my mood stable is okay. It's a mood stabilizer.
It's not enough.
I've been on that all my life, people, from one to another. And then when I was on Depakote, when it came out, they almost killed me with it.
Okay, whatever.
Also
Yeah,
a
I
mood
do
stable.
DNA.
Also
Okay,
a mood
now we're talking about-
stabilizer. She
yeah.
says that she's not on any psychiatric medications. A mood stabilizer is a psychiatric medication. Just saying.
Take care, Kyle.
And
Yeah.
bipolar is psychiatric.
Yeah.
But she said
And
she's not on
and
any.
you have to take medication for bipolar, otherwise she wouldn't be able to stream.
No,
she
yeah,
wouldn't.
she would. Yeah, no, she would. And I think when Wolf was gone to go see his dying mother, like, how selfish do you have to be to like pull all of that shit while he was away for one day? You know what I mean? Like all that nonsense with the cops showing up there 3 separate times. Like,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Like, imagine that. Imagine like you're going to see. And look, I don't feel sorry for Wolf. Let me make that clear. But just imagine you're going to see your freaking mother. It's her last days. And your wife is at home being a buffoon online.
Yeah.
With the cops
Because it's
showing
all
up at
about
your
her.
house. With the cops showing up at your house over and over again. You being online saying you're going to leave your husband
Mhm.
because of the trolls online. While he's trying to spend his last hours with his mother.
Yeah.
Like, she's ridiculous. She is so self-absorbed. It's unreal. And you can tell in some of the retro stuff I'm going to play, you can see the way Wolf is when there's not like people watching, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like before she was like anything that we were covering, when it was just like a group of you guys over there, you could see the way Wolf would talk to her, where she would like, you know, she talked about being like the girl from that movie, freaking Carrie.
Yes.
What is it? Telekinetic or whatever?
Yes.
Yeah, telekinetic.
Yeah, she was literally, I think she was talking to Dusty, if I'm not mistaken, where she was
Her
like,
name was Delightful
I can,
Come On.
yes, she was talking to Dusty, because she went, I can absorb energy. See this bear here? This bear lights up. It's got batteries in it. I drained the whole battery from hugging it so hard and absorbing the energy. And then across the room was a water bottle, and I blew a hole through it just with my mind.
I don't remember that, but
Yeah,
oh my gosh,
and then
I can't wait.
And then she goes, Dusty, the hilarious foreshadowing of this, because now if Dusty's profile picture is that hideous lit up or carousel. She's like, Dusty, I can see a pink aura around your
Yeah, I remember
name.
that.
And I was like, oh my God, she's nuts. She's like,
Yeah.
I could take light bulbs as long as they don't have that plastic stuff covering them, and I could just pop them all with my mind. And I'm like, you are out of your fucking mind.
Okay, so yeah, I remember that, and I was also in my head going, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I'm like, did
What
she
are you
just finish
talking
watching?
about?
I'm like, did she just finish watching Carrie?
Harry, yeah.
Because I'm like, what
Yeah.
the hell are you talking about? Like, what? She's like, you can ask Wolf. I blew a hole right through a water bottle.
Oh, we're gonna get
Wolf,
to that, Shaza. We're gonna get to
that. You know why Wolf came back early? It
what?
wasn't because she pulled that stuff for pretending to trying to unalive herself.
Yeah.
It was because she said she was going to leave him.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, if I was married to Barb and she said she was going to leave me, I would be like, oh God, yes.
She's probably his money bank. I mean, think about it. He gets paid for taking care of her.
Yeah, and EJ.
And Elton's money, yeah. So basically, she's the money girl because she controls Elton.
Exactly.
And there you go. Yeah.
But even when I played that, because I'm going to play the next body cam footage on Tuesday, because I have another one.
I can't wait.
But like the one that I played last week,
yeah.
I mean, he said to her at one point, because the cops were there, she just kept tuning the cops out to go back to her live stream, to look at her live stream. She's like, look, I got 92 people watching me right now. And Wolf goes,
because you got the cops in there.
Yeah, and then, but the cops were trying to give her advice, and she just stops talking to the cop to be like, look, I got 92 people watching. And Wolf goes, would you turn that crap off? Yeah. And then she gives him dagger eyes.
CJ, I love that look. She turns and goes.
She totally gave him like, look, I thought she was going to blow a hole through his head. When she, like with her eyes. Like she was like, you know, because he's like, would you turn that crap off? Because it took me 3 times to hear what he said. I'm like,
you got to be careful with those eyes, Barbara. You could hurt someone.
I was like, I thought he said log off. But then the more times I played it, he was like, would you turn that crap off? And then she gives him this like pink eye, because he's basically like, the fucking cops are talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to just turn around to see how many people are watching live.
Oh God.
It's
Yeah.
pathetic.
It is pathetic. She is.
And that is why I've been sick all my life.
Okay, so she's dual DNA. Okay, and I looked it up, and it's what is it? Dual DNA is basically chimerism occurs when a woman is pregnant with twins and one embryo dies. So the embryo dies; it doesn't, become a person, and the other embryo absorbs the twin cells. Scientifically speaking, this type of chimerism is called whatever. Anyway, because the baby was derived from 4 gametes, 1 egg, 1 sperm for each embryo. Okay. So it doesn't have signs or symptoms, but people with the condition aren't diagnosed. An unexpected outcome may occur when they have children. So when they take your blood, they'll notice something different. What did they say? They a failed parental, paternity, or maternity DNA test. You fail it because of a reason. You identify as transgender. So that's something that I just learned because I didn't know about that. So
Yep.
People who have transgender may have dual. You're left-handed, or you're ambidextrous, or you're having 2 blood types. So, okay, so she might have it. Okay, I'll give her that.
She looked it
But
up.
you're not sick most of your life because of it.
No, and
No.
she also says that that the doctors told her the reason that she's made it this far in her life is because she's got dual DNA. Because
No.
because her brother comes out to fight sometimes for her, and she can rest.
Okay, so it says here, most often a person's health is not negatively impacted by chimerism. A diagnosis may, however, change your life by gaining insight into otherwise unexplained events.
Well, 2 things. With the dual DNA thing, the way she explains it is ridiculous. That when her mother was 9 months pregnant, that her mom's boyfriend drop kicked her in the stomach, and it thrusted her brother into Barb.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then her brother basically was growing inside of Barb. And every time she says that, the movie Total Recall comes to mind.
Yes.
Where the guy
exactly.
unbuttons his shirt and that that head pops out. It's tiny head. And he's like, open up your mind.
Hey,
Open
William,
up your
welcome in. Yeah.
mind.
I was trying to remember what he said.
Yeah, he's like, open your mind. Open up your mind. To Arnold Schwarzenegger. I was like, oh. Yeah. So, no, he wasn't drop kicked into your body. And then at night, because she's like, because he was growing inside of me, and then eventually he blocked my tubes so I couldn't absorb food, and they had to cut him out.
Yeah, so right there, she can't. Okay, she's either lying about the twin or she's lying about the dual DNA, and I'm guessing it's a dual DNA.
Well, and that's what I believe. That the second thing I was going to say is this: I believe that's what that Olympic person, that Iman, whatever, that boxer had, because. Right. She's got, I believe it's dual DNA, but the more predominant one, I believe, is she's got both, but I believe the more dominant one is like the male one. But she always grew up as a woman. Like they could decide, like you decide, right, later in life, like if you want to, whatever, if you want to be male or female, like you said, like you can be transgender.
Oh, transgender, yeah.
Because they're complaining about the fact that the person, that boxer, that Iman person that won, they're saying that it was an unfair thing because that's a man. But she's like, no, I was raised as a girl. I have both, like dual. She's got dual DNA, so it's like you can pick one or the other if you want.
Okay.
I mean, Barb looks like a full ass man. She could literally
she has very yeah. She looks more male.
I have
a
question.
Okay.
Does that mean they're also a hermaphrodite?
There you go. She may be a hermaphrodite. There, Shaza just came up with it.
I said it too just now, but
I mean, you know what? The only person that might know that question is Shadow, because she's the one that Barb yanked up her moo and showed her friggin' her piss rash to Shadow.
Shadow.
Yeah, Shadow's in here, so if she knows, if she saw a Winky, then you know.
I mean, I know that at birth, like if you give birth and your child is a hermaphrodite, you can decide. Like you can say, like, yes, I want to have this a daughter. I want this to be a boy. Like you can decide then. And then the
That could be
doctors,
a micropene
there is
too.
medical procedures that go with that after. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, if
you just-
it's a male, if you're a hermaphrodite though, you're not fully.
No,
You can.
like you don't
You're
have
not a
like a, you don't have
Testes
a
will be-
full, you don't
yeah,
have
the
like a
testes will be inside.
yes, you don't have like a full, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
There's
I'm getting to that situation.
there are surgeries that are involved and stuff like that. And I think majority, I don't know 100%, but I think majority, if you were to look it up, probably go ahead and go with the female and just say like, we're going to do the female because it's just easier. You know what I mean? Than to do all that extra stuff to like completely form the penis and, you know, all of that stuff. So I think they just chop it off as a baby.
Evangeline says that what she describes as dual DNA isn't even chimerism. What she describes is actually a totally different condition.
No, she's literally saying like that her brother grew in her, like the total recall thing. Yeah. And that they like cut him out because his growing inside of her was blocking her food passage so she couldn't absorb her mother's milk.
Okay, but if she has dual DNA, it states that the embryo or like the thing dies, so it's not going to grow. If you die, you don't grow.
Yes. So she's saying that when her brother was cut out of her, some of his cells remained behind, and that's why she's dual DNA. That's not how it works.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up?
Oh, okay. No, my microphone. I just updated my iPhone. See, now I forgot my point. Shit, fire. I've been sitting here going, hello. Shit.
Sorry, Ann.
It's okay. It's not your fault. You couldn't hear me.
Yeah. All right. So let's, she's going to get to the fact about her twins here in a second.
Well, I have to say 4 of my surgeries I've had and 2 of the miscarriages was because of my son's dad.
Here we go.
What do you think about a husband? Your wife just had hysterectomy, had to have 5 pints of blood, had ovarian cancer with Stein-Leventhal disease, which is like endometriosis. It's a form of it.
Endometriosis?
I love
Fuck you in your videos.
An LGBTQ plus safe space. Here, we're not.
Okay.
And when they did my hysterectomy, the doctor said the wound felt funny when he took it out. He cut it open.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry. Hold on.
Oh my God.
Hold on, just said extra meat.
What the fuck?
Oh, ew. Hold on, you're nasty.
Yeah, we're coming to that, William, in a bit.
Look at this. Look what hold on.
But yeah. I saw that. But what the fuck? Now she's saying she had twins inside of her thing. Again, like they said, if you have dual DNA, you cannot have twins.
Yeah,
Well,
and not yes, and on top of that too, when William, I've explained this a million fucking times. Like this, do you understand that? Like this is not even like she watched a Lifetime movie or something, because you give birth, your husband takes the baby right from you, like giving birth, and he goes down the road, like you live down the road. He goes down the road and sells it to a couple who couldn't have babies, like a black market thing. So what? No charges were pressed. You couldn't call the police and be like, my husband took my newborn child and gave it to the neighbor 6 doors down. You know what I mean? She didn't come back to me till 2017 when she was dying. She found me. And then I found out I had 3 grandbabies that don't exist and aren't mine. And when I confronted her about that, she said, don't you think that was done on purpose, Emma? It's because they were in pageants. I had all their names changed. I'm like, what? Like their last names changed by design. I'm like, okay. But it like there would be an arrest. And when I asked Lee, I didn't coerce him into anything. I said, like, do you have a sister? And he's like, not that I'm aware of. No. How is that coercion? I just asked the question. I'm like, do you have a sister? Because your mom says you had a sister and your dad sold it as soon as it came out of her. And he's like,
oh, she talks about that in a minute.
But she's like, not that I'm aware of. No. Like, I mean, why wouldn't you just call the police? If you were such a good mother, I mean, if you delivered a baby and your husband took it down the road to sell it for a couple $1,000, wouldn't you call the police and be like, I just had a baby and my husband sold it to the neighbors? Wouldn't you do that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would. How come
I
your
don't
son
know.
has no recollection of you being pregnant with a second baby? He goes, he remembers that she had a few miscarriages, but he has no recollection of her having a baby or being pregnant, like fully having a child. He's like, I just know of being the only kid, like, from me.
Yeah. Like, yeah, she gets into it. Her story is that
It
somehow.
changes every time.
What did she say? It's a real thing when a parasitic twin forms inside the body of another twin, but it's extremely rare and it's not the same. And her story somehow, her doctor and husband colluded to sell the baby and made a fake death certificate.
And you're not going to have dual DNA when you're like, when they're cutting it out of you like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like after birth, when twins are developing. Yes. If one twin passes away, the other one will absorb all the nutrients and stuff from the one that passed away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like from the dominant one.
Yeah. No, we know you didn't call her a hermaphrodite. You were just asking if that's what it could be.
Yeah, she didn't call her that. She was asking if that's what she was. Other people asked her that when she was getting trolled really, 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 really bad.
Oh, yeah?
When MDM was covering her, they asked her that. Lots of people asked her that. She's like, I'm not a hermaphrodite.
Well, honey, I mean, it's questions, right? And you're right. It just sounds like movie.
You can't tell me. You can't tell me. None of you in here can't tell me, and Dusty and Ann can't tell me you've not looked at Barb and pictured her in like farmer's overalls with like a hat on and stuff, and like she looks more predominantly like a man.
She does. She has a very man face.
She does.
Yeah, she does. She has a manly face. I think sometimes when I look in the mirror, I do my hair a certain way. I feel like I have more of a manly face, but I have higher cheekbones, right? My cheekbones are up. Like I have higher cheekbones than my family does, my mom and my sister.
Well, I feel like I could see Barb in like a movie where like, like it's a horror movie and like somebody like rushes to your farm that you've had. And it's like all dilapidated and shit. And Barb like comes out with her overalls on. She's like, what are you doing on my land? With the knife, with the shotgun. Like that's what I picture when I see Barb. Like, get out of that mood and throw some overalls on.
Yeah, but you know what? She'd do it anyway. Probably. Oh, here you go. She looks like the late Bert Newton from Australia. I sent this picture to Lena. They could be twins. Oh.
Someone should ask her that, but someone should ask her that because I guarantee you she probably put the word hermaphrodite in her blocked words.
Oh, yeah, probably. It's probably in there. Yeah. I've seen far worse than just the manly thing. True horror movie, Shadowrunner says.
Poor Shadow. Like, God, Shadow's had a rough damn time. I couldn't, like, honest to God, it would be like I would scream like from a horror movie if I walked in and Barb had her cooter with her piss rash and being like, what is this? Do you know what this is? I would be like, I would like fall backwards and be like crawling backwards, like on my elbows. Get it away! Get it away! Barb's just like run, like coming towards you. Look at it! Look at it! Real close! And then she just like stands over you, and you're like screaming, and she's like lowering her meat flaps like towards your face. Look at it! What is it? Look at it! Gross. Gross.
All right, let's continue. Oh.
He came one day. One day.
Where are we?
I was put in the Sunday night. They did surgery the Monday, October the 4th.
He came one night. One night.
My PTSD.
This
is what it does to people. That's
Fuck
why
off
I talk about
PTSD.
it. You think, oh, it's just anything.
I know.
Yes, anything can trigger it. Can be happy or sad.
Juice of pussy.
They took the tubes out Tuesday morning. I was doing great. Tuesday night, I started getting hot and sweaty, and they were putting wet rags and ice packs on me. Monday morning, my hand. See how you can see the difference in my hand?
Yeah, it's white as white.
And I don't know her married name. She was my nurse. I graduated with her. She said, Barbara, can you lift up your hand? And it was on the sheet. I said, I can't. Look, can you see your hand? I said, no. My hand was as white. She called some kind of code. All of a sudden, doctors and nurses and
You know, her hand was almost as white as that anyway.
We got a code white. A code
Yeah.
white. She's pale.
ID bags. And remember, they had just taken all that out the day before. I was doing good. Took 5 pints of blood in one day.
Barb's a vampire with her
Where was my
fucking
husband?
pints of blood. And
He
for
was
the love
down.
of
Yeah.
God,
Nowhere
for the
to be
love of
found.
God, Barb, it's units. For the amount of the amount of times this bitch has had blood transfusions in the past 6 months, it's units, not pints. It's not beer. It's not beer. It's a unit of blood. Hell,
Hang on.
5 pints of blood. Like she's a vampire.
Hang on. How much blood is in 1 pint? 525 milliliters of blood,
Yes,
which
but
you can save 3 lives. So, Jesus.
But Barb was having them like every other day. She'd be like,
I know.
had
So
another
let's see.
5.
They were
And then-
saving 15 lives. She took away 15 lives from people.
I almost fell down when she said in the one stream last week, she's like, I had to have another 5 pints of blood yesterday. And then I was feeling like I was having hot flashes, like menopause. So I think that one of the bloods that I got was from a woman that was in menopause. That's why I'm having hot flashes like I'm having my menopause again. And I was like, I'm logging off. I can't take anymore.
Oh, here we go. Transfusing 10 units of blood in a 24-hour period or 5 units of blood in a 4 hours is considered a massive blood transfusion.
Yeah, but she had 10 pints of blood in 2 days.
Yeah, like there's no effing way.
Pints. Now she's making me say pints. Units. 10 units of blood she
Units.
had.
But there's just no way. Hey, Stacy, how's it going? She said 34 MRI since last year.
I believe she's had MRIs. I mean, I don't know why I don't believe she's had 34. Get the fuck out of here with that. But I believe you don't need to have 34 MRIs in 1 year. Get out of here. But like with like her MRIs, when she like holds the disc, like, dude, I've had like probably 6 MRIs myself, me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't come on the internet and like start waving my MRI CDs. First of all, who asks for copies of that? I've never asked for a copy. Who the fuck asks for copies
Neither
of
have
that?
I.
Like, you're asking for copies of that so that you can come back and go, here's the proof, y'all. Here's the proof. Here's my MRI CD. Like, who cares that you had an MRI?
Yeah.
That isn't proof of anything. You going to have an MRI isn't proof of anything.
Yeah.
It's weird to me. And not only that, I don't care about her proof. You know,
Yeah.
my issues with Barb is that she lies she lies on like all of us. She is disgusting and a degenerate with her family. And I hate that, especially after getting to know them a little bit, you know. The fake Native American bullshit and her scamming, like, you know, people out of money for that. Her association with that child rapist, and not wanting to let him go. And the only reason that she let him go and then tried to hide him is because of the amount of trolling that was going on. That's the only reason she did it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that she talks to kids. Those are my issues with her. I don't give a shit about her fake illnesses. I don't care.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So his husband was on his day off.
Thursday,
Yes,
Friday.
Ford,
I
I'm
had
going to get that
staying
to you
with me.
tonight. Sorry.
Okay.
Ford, I'll get that to you tonight.
She can slip in her health for a pity party. There's new people in her
Sofa,
chat.
couch.
Actually, I'm gonna do
Michael?
it right now.
No. Actually, an antibiotic did. Bye.
Is that Michael
so dumb.
number 8?
The way she does that gets on my fucking bye. Like,
Yeah.
I love how Adonis Paul keeps going in there on different accounts and saying he's a doctor, and she keeps getting so enraged.
I love it.
She actually she replied to him and she goes, then why, if you're a doctor, why does it say on your channel, my name is Adonis Paul, the leader of the casino in Nevada, in Nevada, food and beverage administrator. What kind of doctor are you?
Oh God.
What happened? He gets there about 9 o'clock Friday night. My aunt's about to lay down. He says, I'm taking over the sofa tonight. I'm tired. I've been
This
working
is her
all day. I said,
husband
doing what?
at the time.
He says, none of
Hard.
your business. I said, I'm your wife, ain't I? He said, none of your business. He made my elderly aunt stay up in a little old white chair. And my son would do the same thing. He said he never came to the hospital. He didn't know I was always sick. Every time I was in the hospital and it was on the weekend, his daddy would bring him on Saturday mornings. And guess what? My son would share my lunch with me. I'd get the nurse to get him a Coke or something, and he would watch cartoons on the TV in my hospital room.
God.
Why didn't he tell this lady that? He says, well, I don't know about my mom's health. He knows about my health because we had been texting through Facebook. Oh,
Well, but I thought I
not only
coerced
me.
him. I thought I coerced him. So he said he didn't know about her health, and I'm supposed to coerce him into saying that? Wouldn't it benefit me more for him to say to me, no, she wasn't sick, and yes, she was sick, but this was he literally said to me, I remember him saying to me specifically, I don't know about all her health issues. I know she has Crohn's. I know she's diabetic. I know she has a problem with her thyroid. I know she's had some miscarriages. He listed off what he knew. So she's mad that he didn't add this on. How would I know about this particular issue to coerce it out of him? She makes no sense. Yeah. She's being she's being picky and choosy about this interview, saying that the stuff that he said good about her, I that wasn't coerced, but the stuff that he said bad about her or he didn't say at all, I coerced that. Get the fuck out of here.
Some of the family's really mad at my son.
Yeah.
For the lies he said.
Yeah, because she talks to her family.
Family. None of your family talks to you. None of them.
Yeah, no, none of her family talks to her. Okay, hug. Sorry, Charlie's up again. Just a little bit clingy right now.
And why he doesn't own up? He says he's a man. He's got kids. Why did he lie to the grandkids? That's why I'm saying, people, I did not do. Y'all are claiming I did this. I have not done it. But yet I can tell you one thing. Lee takes after his dad, 100%.
Like, and his dad's an asshole.
You know what's funny too is before he came up on my panel, she was saying how the DMs that got leaked, where her son was like, I don't want anything to do with her. She lives in a state of delusion. She doesn't live in reality, and I just don't want any part of my life at all. She said about that they went to the sheriff because he called Barb. Remember? I confronted her on panel about this when I was on her panel. I said, you said that your son called you, and you said, well, how do you want to handle this, son? And he used to work for the sheriff's department. So did I. And he said, we contacted the sheriff and they gave us a script.
That was Michael and Daniel, wasn't it?
No. That was a whole nother script for that stupid pool tournament.
Okay.
She tried to say
yes, the pool tournament. Okay, you're right.
She just went to YouTube and she took pictures with her phone of her computer screen. But she said with the stuff that was leaked in the DMs that Kenny D. Johnson had with her son.
I remember that.
She said that was planned. That her son used to work for the sheriff, that she used to work for the sheriff, and that when her and her son spoke on the phone in a conversation that never took place, that they were told to follow a script by the sheriff. Remember? And
I remember that.
Her son said, her son was like, how do you want to handle this? She said, how do you want to handle this? And he said, well, I'm going to talk bad about you. I'm going to tell them all these negative things about you. And then that way they'll stop trolling you. That doesn't even make sense, for one.
Yeah.
And then when I had her son up, I said, did you guys ever have this script where you talk? He's like, I haven't talked to her in 5 years. There was no conversation that took place. I also wasn't there at Christmas time, like she said I was, with my family. You know what I mean? So it's like she changes the story. She keeps changing it.
Like it's but now she keeps saying that he's as bad as his dad, and she's told all these things about his dad did that treated her like shit. So she's saying he's a shitty person.
Yeah, Yeah, and I did a standalone video where she does that smug shit-eating grin on her face, and she goes,
Yeah, I remember
"Yeah,
that.
my son and that's what that was. It was a script."
Hey, you
He's
wish.
told like 8 different stories of the same thing.
Yeah. It's just crazy. Crazy.
I'm gonna let you play this while I quickly watermark this body cam footage for Castle.
Okay.
Before they were married, working with her brother, he cheated on her while driving with her brother to deliver beer. They separated, and I said, "I told you so, Amanda." No. Well, you know what? My son and her got back together. The Saturday night she graduated or something like that from nursing school. She goes to her parents' house, and he's here. Guess what? He went and got that woman and was at my mama's house with them. His wife called, and he wanted me to lie for him, and I didn't.
She just talks about how shitty he is. Like, you're such a bad mother, Barb.
She is,
like,
and that's the point. She wants to talk about what a good mother she is, and I even said this to her on panel too. I said, for somebody who claims to be such a great mother, you talk so much shit on your son. Like, why are you even stop talking? I said to her on that panel, stop talking about your son and your grandchildren in disparaging ways. Talk about your life all you want. And she actually, after that interview, she actually shut the hell up. And now she's only started recently shit talking him again. The reason I think she's been shit talking him again is because she's been seeing him in my chats.
And she still thinks this is okay to have that 15-year-old in her chat listening to this shit.
He's disgusting. This is what I mean. Like, there's nothing that you can tell me. There's no way. She's like, you're the ones that are making it nasty. You're the ones that are making it. You're the ones that are making it wrong that I'm talking to this young man. You're attacking a minor. So he's not a minor when you're talking to him, but it's a minor when it comes to us. Doesn't work like that. For two, that your topics, the stuff that you talk about, it's not prayers and Bible readings. When is she ever doing that?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we talk about Jesus, but no, you do some stupid prayer at the end that's disingenuous and hollow. Okay, that's what you do, and you have a 15-year-old listening to all this insane shit.
Exactly.
Oh, it's gross. I can't.
I'm not doing that, people. I am not doing that. I'm telling the truth.
No, you're not.
You couldn't tell the truth if you tried.
Right now, I need 3 surgeries. I'm not having it.
Oh,
number one, they said I'm going to be worse after the surgery because it's over 200 stitches or clamps, whatever.
Oh, get out of here!
And I need cervical surgery for my neck and then lumbar surgery. But wait, what about the spot on my lung?
Here we go.
And the spots in my liver. They got to put me to sleep to do the biopsies. 2 more surgeries. Then if they have to do the radiation, ablation, whatever that's called, surgeries again, 2 more surgeries. It's not 3.
No, they're not. No, they're
she
not.
Calls them surgeries because she has to be put to sleep.
They're not. You being put under, I'll repeat this another 1,000 fucking times. You having to be fully anesthetized is not surgery. You can go to the dentist and be fully put under to have a cleaning. Okay? Being put under full anesthesia is not surgery, for one. For 2, she literally tried and failed. I put it on my community tab where she was trying to show the piece of paper. You get the intake paper and you get your, you get the paper that you fill when you do your intake. And then when you leave, you get your discharge instructions for whatever you're having done. And in the discharge paper, it'll say what unit you were in, right? So it's there's surgery unit, day surgery unit, the cardiac, you're having cardiac floor, whatever it is, right? She literally tried to crop out. She showed a picture as proof of her discharge papers. And you couldn't even read what was on the paper because she cropped out half of what was said on the paper because she tried to crop out day surgery. It would only say surgery unit, but you could still see the part of the Y from day surgery. She also, when Wolf was doing the stupid little shorts and stuff like that, he showed where she was, and it was day surgery. When she showed herself in recovery looking like an absolute idiot with the tin blanket thing on top of her, where she was I'm going
to bring this home or they're going to send me home with some.
She's like, I just had surgery. And it's like, no, you're literally in the day surgery recovery area. You're in
Yeah,
the
well,
same, you're in the same fucking room that people get like wisdom teeth pulled. You know,
yeah.
that's a procedure. It's the like she had a look, an ablation
She had a
procedure.
procedure, not a
An
surgery.
ablation procedure is minimally non-invasive. It's a non-surgical procedure. Okay, and it has a recovery of 24 hours or less. Most people can go to work the day after they've had it done. Okay, because Barb has to make
Okay,
a
here we go.
big deal out of everything. They put her fully to sleep. They put her under full anesthesia to have it done. That does not mean it's surgery. She had a procedure. She can call it surgery all she wants because she thinks because you're anesthetized it's surgery. No, an ablation procedure is minimally non-invasive. It is a non-surgical procedure. Anyone can look that up. You literally type in what Barb had. Radio ablation or procedure. And
Thank you. That's what I was looking.
Go look it up. It tells you it's minimally non-invasive, a non-surgical procedure.
Here you go.
With a 24-hour or less recovery time.
Is one of the newest pain control and in this non-surgical procedure. Hey, Elizabeth.
Hey, sister.
How you doing?
It's a non-surgical procedure. It's literally classified as non-surgical. Barb sees day surgery and she assumes she's getting ripped from stem to stern. She also went out of her way in those papers on our community tab that I showed that are on my community tab now. You could see where she tried to cut out the day. This is what I mean. She's a munchie. She's got the Munchausen. Because why are you trying to cut out day? You know why you're trying to cut out day? Is because you want it to look like surgery unit so that it looks like you had more than you actually had done. Classic Munchausens. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to make it look worse than it is for attention and sympathy. And then she actually said the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. She said, I've got it right here on these MRIs. I was tested. I don't have Munchausen's, people.
Like, no, honey, that's not.
You cannot see Munchausen's on an MRI. Number one, it's a psychiatric disorder. She doesn't even read it properly. You know when she does that stupid shit where she reads stuff and she yells it out like a sermon, but she's illiterate? She's like, Munchausen's by proxy. And she reads it. You don't have Munchausen's by proxy. You're not trying to make someone else sick for attention. You have Munchausen syndrome where you are trying to make yourself sick for attention.
Oh, yeah. The dehydration. I'll talk about that in a minute. Because seriously, yesterday she said, and I'll point it out, at 30 minutes in, she starts talking about how she's dehydrated. I feel like I'm dehydrated. I've been getting the shakes and blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden she's in the hospital. And I'm going to say it. I believe she does it on purpose.
She does. Because if you go to the hospital and you say, I haven't been feeling good. I feel lightheaded. I feel dizzy. I feel my mouth is dry, blah, blah, blah. They're probably going to put you on like a saline drip, sitting in a fucking chair, which is what she had. And it's like, you could tell she was in like just a little, like, it wasn't even like it was like an examination room that she was in. She wasn't like in the hospital area thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it to you, but I'm just like, the fact that you had to who records themselves getting like a saline drip?
I have no idea.
Somebody that wants attention and needs to be sick. That's who does that. Like like right after your ablation surgery, now she's making me say it, after your ablation procedure, who crops out the day out of day surgery so that you can try to make people think you had surgery? Everyone could see the part of the Y that she cut off of day surgery. She's showing her stupid wristband yesterday in the hospital. And her catheter, her IV catheter, and a saline. She said, well, I'm back in the hospital. She shows the bag, the saline, the bag hanging there. And I'm just like, why do you do this shit? Who cares? You're making yourself look worse. making
Yeah.
Wolf record you right after you have your procedure done. You're all like, I just had my surgery. I'm in so much pain, y'all. Like, why? And Wolf is just as big of a degenerate because you know what? If I asked, Hatman to do that so I could post it on the internet, he'd be like, no, that's ridiculous. Why are you making like a video for me to post?
My husband would put a password on the internet and would not give it to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous nonsense. Yeah. But anyways,
and
I'm
Miley,
gonna jump off because I'm about to like go talk to Hatman, and I need to put this watermark on this thing for Ford so I can send it to him.
Well, thank you for coming in.
You're welcome. Thank you for letting me blab over Barb for
no problem
all this time. Thanks, Dusty.
Thanks,
don't forget to like the stream, guys. Subscribe if you have not.
Yeah. I have a link up in the top of the chat too.
Yes, and if you're feeling generous, donate to Dusty.
Yes, thank you.
All right. See you later, girl.
Bye.
Bye.
She bitches about the trolls, and that was one of the things that just set me off right there. Let there be light and peace. And the only thing she's done this whole video so far is bitch about everybody or everything. And here she's talking about her surgeries again. Hi, Emma. Tell Hatman I say hello. Get better soon.
Fine, people. I'm trying to show y'all that if I can make it through all this that I've been through my whole life, y'all can make it. You have to have faith in yourself, self-esteem. You have to believe in Jesus Christ or whoever your higher power is. It may not be that, but for me, it's Jesus Christ with his Father, God, our Creator.
Okay.
And don't break my Apache name up. Lagaya means white. She's white. No, that's not what it means. Wea, and it's Wea by Itsu, Bacho. That's 3 words for wolf. And there's others. That's right, sis. Faith is everything. And I've been shown the way. And that's why I'm here now. We need to have peace. Because all y'all doing is hurting yourselves. You're not hurting me.
You hear that? We need to have peace. But all you're doing is hurting yourselves. You're not hurting me. Because you're definitely not hurting me because, I'm just going to keep bitching about everything. But you're not hurting me. And I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, Barbara, you have to pick a lane. Like, are you going to deal with trolls and keep telling them, oh, you're not hurting me, but I'm going to come at you? Or, are you going to, like, she fucking drives me mental. Sometimes I can't even think.
Because you don't matter to me anymore.
Okay, we don't matter. But yet she's going to keep talking about us.
Jesus, God, and the Holy Spirit.
Okay, where did I say I wanted to click that off? Oh, she's going to start about the sister again.
And
here we go. What?
My son was living here when we got the information about his sister.
Here we go.
Bingo.
Did you hear her just say fucking bingo?
He was living here when I got the papers. And when Child Services came and swabbed my mouth for a DNA test to make sure she was the daughter that his daddy sold. And they'll say, no. Y'all, my son didn't know half of what went on in my marriage.
Did you hear that? My son was living here when we got the papers about his sister. If he was living there, then, he would know about it. And she's talking about, this is her daughter that dies. Okay? The one with the foundation and everything. The one her husband sold. Yeah, the one her husband sold.
Because every time my husband wanted his he sent him to Granny's house or sent him to some of his friends.
So this part she's saying when she says his little quote unquote, that means sex. So yeah, so maybe he didn't know about that, but she just said, my son was living here when those papers came in.
So he couldn't see the abuse I went through.
No bullshit.
My son don't know half of it. But ask my son, what happened when his father left me for my cousin's wife? They pushed him aside. His tennis shoes was all breaking up. Her daughter got one little nick on her tennis shoes, and they went out and bought her $70, $80 pair of tennis shoes. My son called me one Sunday, Mom, I got to leave out of here. I get over there to pick him up. He's broken the glass because my husband locked him in the house. He broke the glass window to get out of the house.
Shaza, you were pointing this out, weren't you? You had said that she said she had to break out of the house through the glass. So now she's saying he had to. Or he
I got
had
some friends
to.
you can talk to. His daddy used to do the same thing to me. He'd take the telephone out, and he had the double lock on the deadbolts. If I had to get out, I would have had to break a sliding glass door. Now, wait a minute. Doesn't that sound like what my son told me? He come live with me.
So she just said that when she got there, her son had to break out of the sliding glass door. But her husband locked her into the house, and she would have, like, she's totally like melding it all together. Like they're one. Like her and her son are like, connected. Like she makes no sense when she said that.
Alimony checks bounced.
Oh, all of the man's checks
We
bounced.
had hardly no food at all.
They had no food.
And we had
Oh my
none.
God. So they had no food, but look at how
A
big
friend
she
of
is
mine
in
came one
pictures.
day and found out we had nothing to eat.
Like figure
She
that
went
shit
to her
out.
house and cleaned out her freezer. She said, "Why don't you tell your mama?" I said, "Mama's already paying the house note, the insurance, the utilities."
Her mother had to pay for
His
everything.
daddy owed me 6 months of alimony. His wife would get the checkbooks that had the carbon copies and fill it out. Well, look, here's the carbon copies. I gave it to her, but I had the checks that had NSS on it. Then after he paid what he back owed, they started bouncing again. There was not enough money. So I went back to the judge. The judge gave me a legal document to bring to the bank. Any bank, because she would change this bank to that bank to this bank. Y'all, life was hard with my son. He was in band. He had to have uniforms, everything. I paid for it.
Oh my God.
Oh God,
This
another
large
one.
opening nail clipper is exactly what I need. The jaws open wide.
Okay.
Y'all don't know what a mother is until you have to go through what I went through.
Holy fuck. I don't know what a mother is because I haven't been through everything she's been through. Okay? Any of you who have children, do you know what a mother is? Have you gone through what she's went through? Like, holy shit. Yes, 100%, Elizabeth.
Grandmother, when his wife left him, she left him the kids. She left the kids behind. How can you leave your kids behind?
Holy fuck! How can you put your kids in a friggin' nut hut? How can you sit on YouTube, Barbara, and fucking talk about your son, the way you have talked about your son, how you've talked about your grandkids? How can you, Barbara? Yes, I'm pointing at you. Like, God damn. Like, how can you leave your kids behind? Oh my God. Yes, I know. No matter, what any mother does without a second thought. The shit that I've done, like, my daughter used to sit there and say, "Oh, Mom, what you're doing during the day isn't important. I want to do this. That's more important." No, honey, I'm sorry, I can't. But you know what I did do? As I said, okay, I'm going to give you one day out of the week. You pick that day, and that's what we're going to do. So we picked a day every week. The week before, we'd pick a day next week. Because you know what? That's what a fucking mother does for their kids. That's what a parent does. Like, yes, exactly. She thinks I need a reward. There was a time when I was so sick, it was just horrible. And my poor kids suffered for that. And, to this day, I consistently tell them how sorry I am. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And she, my daughter gives me the most beautiful cards. My son's not quite as, like that. But, walk around the toy store like I was a bitch and he was, he was little. His bitch. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, your true kid. Yeah. So don't sit here and go, "Oh, how can you leave your kids?" Like, my God. Thank you, Ola. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Miley, for the just a little love. It was very sweet. Just a little love. Just a little love. Yeah, like it's crazy. It's just nuts. I'm trying to get to Olap's thing here. Thank you, Olap. Hearts, hearts, hearts. Thank you. Yeah, so it's just, she's psycho. She's psycho. She's a psycho. Or a sociopath, I guess.
I'm sorry, y'all. I don't understand that.
Oh my God, sounds like she's gonna cry.
How can you not support your kids?
Oh my God, Barbara! Like, do you guys see why I was sitting here watching this and I'm getting so upset? Like, I am getting so pissed off. Like, I was vibrating yesterday. Like, I'm going to start vibrating again because she's just so, how can you not support your kids? This woman sat here. I can even give you when she, like, the timestamps, sat here and belittled stroke. Belittled her grandson, talked about how horrible her son was when he lived there, talked about how much her son is like his father, the one who beats her and kicks her and locks her in rooms. I mean, for God's sakes, Barbara, are you even listening? Take care, Shaza. Sociopathy is a mental health condition in which a person consistently shows no regard for right or wrong and ignores the rights and feelings of others. Okay, so yeah, she's a sociopath. Shaza, thank you so much for coming in. That's very sweet. Oh, yeah, no, this, like, yeah, like, the words coming out of her mouth, like,
Hey, William. Hello. Hugs and blessings. Oh, wait. There's something I need to do. Hold on a minute.
but I'm not a
I was telling you
doctor.
this a while ago.
What are you doing there?
How can you not love your parents? They do everything for you.
Oh, God. Barbara, you make me laugh. You make me laugh. How can you not love your parents? How can you not love your parents? If you were my mom, Barbara, I wouldn't even sit by your bedside. I wouldn't. If you were my mom, I would not sit by your bedside or whatever in your passing. I wouldn't even go to your funeral. I'm sorry, I just wouldn't, because of this. You're just you are unloving to anyone but yourself. You're narcissistic and you only care about you and what you can get out of everybody else. And I wouldn't love you. Like, I just wouldn't. Yeah, that's just who I am. Yeah, she's horrible. When we would talk, I tried to ask what was going on with that and if there was any way for them to she just gave a bunch of excuses and changed the subject. So do like her son and get a restraining order. It's exactly that. Like, she even said to Stacy, she just gave a bunch of it, no, they were not connected, yet she said they were. Like, again, proof through Stacy. Yeah. No, just, how can you not love your parents? I love my mother. We're not close. My mother and I are not close. But I mean, I'll be there for her, but and I love her. But Barbara, if you were my mom, no, it wouldn't be happening.
He stayed in the hospital for about 3 weeks. Had to have a spinal tap and everything. I went home to sleep for 2 hours because he was coming back. My husband's mother and grandfather took him from the hospital and brought him to her house, and they wouldn't let me have my son.
They wouldn't let her have
Trying to explain to people what's going on. I'm not dealing with trolls anymore. I'm tired of being hurt, so they don't mean nothing to me. And I'm sure they're recording and playing this. But you know what? Anything my son really didn't like his dad either.
Oh, did you notice how she said, I know they're recording and taping and recording this, and anything my son, and then she stopped. She stopped. Because what is she going to say? She was going to come up with a lie, but she couldn't come up with one fast enough.
Anything? But because his father's been on, if y'all watched the Magnificent Seven remake, the latest one a few years ago, his dad is an extra in it. His dad was born in the wrong century and in the wrong part of the USA.
What the hell?
I was pregnant with my son when I heard pew, and he started screaming.
What the hell?
I ran outside, and the hammer just pew pew broke, and it shot through his pants and into his boot, and it missed his toe.
What the hell? Oh God. How much does she get per ad?
Y'all, I went through a lot.
Oh, she went through a lot, everybody. Here, I think this is it. No, it's not yet.
Because of him, I almost miscarried my son, but I didn't miscarry his twin. We didn't know at that time. But I was put in the hospital for 2 days, and all I wanted was a child because my doctor told me I would never have kids. Well, that was a mistake, you know.
She would never have kids. Hey, Butterroll, how you doing? Welcome in. It's kind of a drama day. Welcome in.
But here I'm pregnant, 4.5 months pregnant in the hospital, crying, trying to stay calm. His dad walks in and starts cussing me out. The security guard had to take him out. I was trying to kill his son or kill his baby because we didn't.
Now, do you hear this? She's talking about how, you know, her husband's coming and cussing her. But remember, her son is just like his dad. Okay? Her son is just like his dad.
I didn't know if it was a girl or boy. The morning I went into labor that night. The morning I got tonight, 5 minutes apart, we went to the hospital. We called him. It was 9 a.m. He shows up at the hospital at 1. His mother chewing him out and his grandparents. Where you been? Well, I went out to eat with some friends and stuff. He had been off since 9 o'clock. Why'd you get to the hospital at 1? His son was being born. And I wanted to tell him. They popped 2 water bags. And then after the surgery, he said that there was 2 placentas, meaning twins. When I bled so bad and Joseph was so mad at me, I had miscarried my son's twin. Nope. I get home the Thursday morning. Joseph, the Friday, has a safety red hat test to do. He didn't want to study for it. I said, you don't want to advance? You get more money and stuff. Stop talking to me like I'm a kid. I said, Joseph, I'm just trying to tell you. You need to study. I don't want to study. I don't care if I pass it or not. I said, okay, fine. I'm pregnant, remember? Almost lost my son.
Okay, wait a minute. Whoa. Hang on. Did she not just say that she got out of the hospital the Thursday and then the Friday he has a test and then she gets home on the Thursday, Friday she has a test, but she's pregnant? I am so confused. Okay, hang on. Okay, here we go. Surgery. He said that there was 2 placentas, meaning twins.
When I bled so bad and Joseph was so mad at me, I had miscarried my son's twin.
Okay.
Nope. I get home the Thursday morning. Joseph, the Friday, has a safety red hat.
Okay, so she still is pregnant.
I didn't want to study for it. I said, you don't want to advance? You get more money and stuff. Stop.
Okay, so she still is pregnant.
Joseph, I'm just trying to tell you. You need to study. I don't want to study. I don't care if I pass it or not.
Okay,
I said,
got it.
Fine. I'm pregnant, remember? Almost lost my son. Already had lost his twin. All of a sudden, I felt a tap on my shoulder, and he turns me around, and we live in a trailer. It was very small. It was just a 12-foot wide trailer. Started pushing me backwards. Hitting on me, pushing me backwards. I started screaming. Right outside the trailer was my mom and dad's house. They heard it. They used their emergency key and came in. And my daddy had his hook on him because he had an arm that's in here. He had this hook, a metal hook.
Oh, yeah. Her daddy is missing an arm.
Hook on the shoulder. Joseph turned around. He said, you touch my daughter like that, I'll pew, 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 you know.
Oh, pew, pew, pew.
He said, I'm not doing nothing to her. Oh, yeah, what's that black eye she's got?
So she has a black eye, too. But she had a black eye in the hospital. Because if she's got a black eye now, she had it in the hospital. Why did they not do anything? She's ridiculous. No matter what this woman said happened to her, I do not care. No one should give this beast of a woman any sympathy. Showing her kindness only helped to make her what she is today. 100%. 100%. Like, yeah, it's hard to understand and keep up with it. But she has a black eye, you know, that she didn't seem to have at the thing. Yeah. She does create her own PTSD. Like yeah.
Just got home from the hospital today.
But we're getting to the point about the foundation.
And this is how you're going to treat her. You know, within 3 weeks, without telling me, he had found a place for us to move. We were paying no rent, no utilities, paid no
Mr.
phone
Whistle.
bill. The only thing we had to pay was the gas and the food for the house. My mom and dad paid for everything. He ups and moves us.
Did you hear that? Mommy and daddy paid for everything. I don't know if I believe that because it seems like then she's, what do they call those? Nepo babies? Is that what a Nepo baby is? Because I hear that word a lot. But it's like mom and dad paid for everything, but I don't know because she's gone through so much hell. I mean, really, her parents actually took care of her? From what I've heard, they didn't.
Where are we going? Did this 4 or 5 times to me. I was at work. I was working for Stop and Shop here in town.
Okay, we're not pregnant anymore. We're now working somewhere else. Like, okay, I do it too. I am one of those people that will talk about something and then suddenly talk about something else, but not this bad. Oh, okay. Thank you, Olaf. I'm like, what's a Nepo baby? Okay. What I do is I'll be talking about something, but something else will pop into my mind at the same time. And if I don't get it out, I won't remember it. So I'll spit it out and then go, oh, what was I talking about before? So bad. But here, she just goes from one story into the next, like no pause, no nothing.
4th Avenue. I get off from work. I go home. The whole house is ransacked. Dirty, papers here and there and everything. I go to get back in my car. I was going to drive to the police station that wasn't too far away. And that's what happened. My mother gets there. Oh, Joseph moved you again. I went, what? It's 11 o'clock at night. Yeah, we just finished moving you. He called me to help. That's how fast he would do things. Found out he had split personalities later. Didn't know that.
Oh, but it's okay because he has split personalities. It's okay. He had split personalities. You know, like, for God's sakes, this woman, like, everything in her life is horrible. Like, her life is horrible. And you know, and nothing is good. Nothing is good in her life. Nothing. Yeah, and she claimed that too. You're right, Citra. She does. But her life is horrible. Everything's been horrible. Okay, she said good things about her mom. Yeah, to confuse people and bury her lies. Yes. But the thing is that if you sit and listen to her, like I've learned, okay, I used to work in a group home where one of the guys talked faster than what we're playing right now. He talked like 1.75 all the time. 1.75 all the time. It took me a year to fully understand everything that he would say. I'd ask him to repeat it. I still didn't know. But that's the thing. I can catch things again now. Now I can catch things when people, you know, wait, he moved you again. So how did you know where to go? No, she went home to where her mom's house is, comes home and everything's a mess. That's what she was saying. Yeah. Okay, well, we're getting to that part. Yeah, exactly. But we're getting to the part about the foundation because she talks about it. But this is another point, that her walk beside Wispy can call thunder to the sky. Yeah, she points herself out to be pathetic, like she's lived a miserable life, and then says, we're jealous of her. I don't understand how somebody can be jealous of her when, I don't know, the house she lives in is just dark. It's dark. It is dark. Like, there is no light getting through there whatsoever. Like, I mean, my house is bright, very bright. My room's very dark. I like my room dark, but I only use my room to sleep in, right? Like, there is light in my house. Like, there's no light in your house. I'm not a big fan of your crafts. Like, some of it, though, I think it's pretty cool when she does make some stuff. It actually looks pretty neat, but not all of it. You talk about your son like he's atrocious and your grandchildren like they're horrible kids. No, hun, I'm not jealous of you. Not jealous. I don't live and have to use my quote unquote ex, because he's not, husband's money. Like, no. Yeah, no. And I don't have to tell stories like you do. I don't have to talk about my life like you do to gain attention. I don't need attention. Like, I just don't.
But I lived with it. No matter how many times he left me for another woman, no matter how many times he beat me, no matter what, I stayed with him to raise my son.
So she's saying this is a good thing. You stay with that man to raise that child, even if they beat you. No, you don't. If they beat you, you grab your child and you get the hell out. Barbara. You get out. Like, yeah, no. I stayed with him to raise my son. I, made my life was hell, but I stayed to raise my son. Hey, Tiamat, welcome in. Yeah, like, yes, you're right. She's making it his fault that she stayed. Basically, Citrus, you're right. It's exactly what it sounds like. No, Barbara. No. Yeah.
Now, how many mothers would have done that?
Oh, how many mothers? I can tell you now, not many. Not many mothers would do that, because that's basically saying you're a punching bag and it's okay. It's not okay. It's not. I understand if you love that person, it's hard to get out of that situation. I've been in a situation like that. Hello, little Lego. It's kind of drama day. But no, not many mothers would do that. They would take their child out of that situation, because once a person starts hitting you, they're going to hit the kids next. What does 07 mean? Can somebody explain that to me? Oh my gosh, that was so long ago. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, not many mothers would do that to their children. If you stayed there for your son, you should have left. You should have left. Oh, it's a little saluty guy. Oh, it is too. Okay, I get it. Yes. And that castle, to be honest, we had fun planning it with her. We knew it was BS. I kept saying it needs spiral stairs. She got so upset. Oh, I'm so... Okay, that's great, little Lego. That sounds awesome. Fuck off. It means fuck. Yeah, I didn't know. I was today years old when I realized that it was saluting. Olaf, God almighty. Fuck Canada and the dumb broad that banned me while she was trying to make me mod. Oh, yeah, Citrus, I didn't realize that either. Anyway. Oh.
I started feeling bad. Didn't know what was the matter.
Mm-hmm.
One night I woke up, I went into the living room. Joseph wasn't in the bed with me. My cousin and his wife lived next door. House safer than the house we were living in.
Oh, God, when are we getting to it?
And she was so scared her daughter and her was sleeping at our house. Called them together. All of a sudden, within 3 days, I was so sick.
Oh, yeah. Normally I'm a channel that does crafts. I don't do this, but this lady here, I used to be a friend of hers. I used to sit in her channel. I'm not even going to say friend, an acquaintance, but I used to hang out in her channel, and she's just gotten worse. So anyway, I was watching her here. I don't associate with her anymore, but I was watching her on the TV, and it was just stressing me out. I was like so angry. So I said, I'm going to make a reaction to this because I need to. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just reacting right now.
I was throwing up. I didn't know where I was. Then almost 3 weeks later, I wake up and I'm in the hospital.
You hear this?
They had taken her medication that I'm allergic to and put it in my Coke or my coffee or whatever.
You hear this?
When I woke up, my mama had been looking for me.
I watched her, I've known Anne a year, so I've been around for probably about last year's summer. So yeah, June or July I came around. I can't remember, but last year's summer. And yeah. So it's been about a year. Well, or did I stop in summer? Maybe it was before that. I was there for a few months, and then I stopped and I started hanging out around with Hopper's group there and Anne and them. And then in December, about a week before Christmas, dipped out for about 4 months, and then I came back. Yeah.
With the cops and sheriff department. They couldn't find me.
So here she's saying that she was given, bad stuff that made her, that she's allergic to. And for 3 weeks, no one could find her. And then she ends up in the hospital. Like, what? So they were drugging her, basically. You met her in What the Hales in Robbie's room back in 2021, 22. See, and I ended up going over to Robbie's room because she kept talking about them. So I wanted to see why everybody was so horrible over there. They're not, turns out. So, yeah. Yeah, she just, like all of a sudden this story's just coming out of her mouth. Like, I don't know what the hell. Like, what? Where did this suddenly come from? Oh, and she thinks it's okay to have a 15-year-old in her room listening to this. Again. Come on, hurry up, Barbara. I have you
A
on one.
parent is everything. You do anything for your kids.
No,
if
you
you
don't,
love them.
Barbara. Well, you
And I
didn't
could
love
not
your
say that
son.
about my natural mother. Forget it. But my adopted parents taught me different. And I tried teaching my son. And yes, the hospital called the cops, asked me if I wanted to press charges because they almost killed me.
Yeah, they're saying that they tried to poison her. She is. She's just, yeah. Yeah, she can hate her mom. Yeah. Nobody else is allowed to hate their mom, though. Yeah. Chooses to live and be like this. Like, go live your life. Yeah. Like, it's horrible. Oh, exactly. Or she banned you from the room. You're not allowed to be in there anymore. Like, you're just not allowed to be in there anymore. Yeah.
Killed me. I said, no, I want to keep the records because I knew the day I came home, she was in my house with him.
Oh,
The day I
yes,
came home from the
Tiamat.
hospital. Within a week, he left me.
Oh, damn.
I said, fine, that's it. My son was a teenager. He didn't want to be with me. Well, she'd be a better mother. And she wasn't. He found that out. But I took him in after everything he did to me. Took him back in.
Do you hear this? Took him back in. Hey, Jack, welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, her new friends are as bad for entertaining this BS. Exactly 100%. Anybody who sits here, Barb's mom hates her. Yeah, she has her email right here. So if you guys want to email her, go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and email her because, she puts it on the screen. Yeah.
Oh. Charity, welcome back to the room, girl.
Here we go.
Blessings to you.
Okay, this
Y'all, we went to go to court for the divorce. He wanted to give me $400 for 2 years. I went, You're going to pay me.
How am I missing this? Did I tell you lose it?
I had 2 good friends, my mother and his cousin, to testify against him because she saw them together. Wow.
Yeah.
Plus, I had my medical bills. And the doctor saying he found out what it was. He went and tested her because he was her doctor. And she had none of that medication in her system, but yet she had been paying for it and refilling her bottle of nerve medicines. Could have killed me. Almost did.
Could have killed her, everybody. Could have killed her.
$600 a month for 5 years so I can go back to school and get a proper training.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't need that. You don't have to do all kinds of stuff. I said, you're going to pay me. I ain't paying you. I said, yes, you are. And his attorney says, ma'am, I said, hold it. I said, you see this? What is that? Thread on the table. I said, read it. Just said, no, you don't have to read that. He read it. He said, this is her medical bills.
Do you hear her? Do you think any person going to court, sorry, I'm getting louder, any person who went to court would be talking to people like this? Seriously. And the doctor told Barb about this other woman's medications. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Citrus. It would totally violate HIPAA. Totally violate her HIPAA, that person's HIPAA. Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm just like, yeah. Yeah. And she's like, I'm standing there and I'm like, no, you listen, you do this. No, nobody's going to be in court. No, the judge is not going to let her talk to people like that. Nobody's going to let her talk like that in a court. So what the hell?
This is her medical report. Y'all tried to poison her. I said, either you give me the $600 a month for 5 years, or you both go to jail.
Yeah,
and he
exactly.
and signed the papers and he left. Got my divorce. Y'all, that's the life I went through. And my son is the same way. He's money hungry.
You hear this? You know, why can't people love their parents? Barb, you're proof of why they can't. 100%. You are proof of why some children don't love their parents. You are proof. Why does your son not love you? Geez, I fucking wonder. Open your goddamn eyes. Yeah. Big time. And he still didn't pay her. Remember? He still didn't pay her. No life. She makes things up and steals other movie plots and other people's suffering and makes them her own. Well, you got to get it from somewhere. Like, she has to get these ideas from somewhere.
I say I wouldn't have, after he left here and did what he did before COVID.
Like, she's nuts.
I said I'd never do anything for him again. But if he would have called me and said, Mama, I don't have a home. I didn't get my disability. Anyhow, I had disowned him. I would have brought him back into my life.
You're
Both
full
of
of
got
shit.
mad. But because I wanted to help my son, I would have full of had a home.
Full of
He
shit.
wouldn't have to be doing housework for his ex-wife and doing her yard work or anything like that.
Bullshit.
Because for years I had told my son, you need to try to get disability. They turned him down. He's homeless. But if he would come to me and ask me, please, Mama, I'm sorry for everything I've done to you and said about you, I would have taken him in, people.
She's full of shit. You know that. You know that.
I can't do it now. I've had enough in my life. Do you know his cousin told him I had kidney cancer and he doesn't care?
I don't care either. We don't care. We don't care.
He knew I had sinus cancer.
We
Because
don't
when he
care.
was living here, I passed out with a nosebleed. He knew I had sinus cancer.
No one cares.
He tells him, I didn't know. He knew everything, people.
You didn't have sinus cancer. I think it was polyps. So what somebody
Husband's
said?
family tried talking to him and telling him all this.
Exactly.
And
Exactly. Right here. This is 100% true. Had she take this up, she would have made his life an absolute nightmare. 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 I disown people, but I'll have them back. I forgive people, but I don't forget the transgression. Yes. So yeah. It's just crazy. You met her a month after I fell in love with the farm and the animals and great work that they're doing there. She said on Facebook it was polyps. See? And Evangeline says she definitely lifts stories from media. The White Wolf Clan comes from a 90s tabletop role play game. Like, yeah. And nobody cares, Barbara. Nobody fucking cares.
No. Now that I've got some of my
here we go. Inheritance. He's not getting nothing. Here we go.
And because of people in Florida, the lady lying and everything, they dissolved the foundation. I told them, I said,
they dissolved the foundation. So there you go, everybody. There is no more foundation. And it's because of the lady in Florida whose name we'll say is Stats. Okay. So Stats called the lawyers and everything. And now they weren't going to give out the money because of that. But she finally got the inheritance. But they dissolved the foundation. Yeah, I remember that. Citrus. I remember that. So they dissolved the foundation. There is no longer the foundation, okay? But again, there was never any proof of this foundation. Okay? There never was any proof that there was a foundation. But now they've dissolved it. Who didn't see this coming? Oh, she likes Magic the Gathering cards, yeah.
I'm not going to be any part of it if they're going to be that mean and cruel and lie like that. I pulled out of the foundation. I was not. They tried to go ahead and build it. They did a groundbreaking and they.
Oh, okay. And here we're going to talk about how they tried to build. She's not going to be any part of it because they're mean and cruel. And they're talking about how they built it, but where they built it was really a bad spot. Sorry, this is just my husband. I'm just answering him. We'll play this for you. It's just so stupid.
Redid the foundation. She started in again, calling Texas and yada 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 yada. They shut it down again, and they divide the money, whatever they each donated into it, and dissolved it. But it's a good thing. I want to knock on wood. Where's some wood? Here it is.
Okay, so because Stats called them again, they dissolved it again. Because, like, there is no fucking proof about this foundation. There's no proof about where they were building the foundation. There is no proof anywhere about this foundation. Okay? Like, she just fucking rambles. Okay.
You want to save this one and save that one, but it's all lies.
That's Stats. She's saying that because
then they
Stats
doctored
is a
some of her
Christian.
emails to make it look like I did it. I got the original email with the original VPNs and stuff. Now I'm a child and text.
Here we go.
Instead of put the S on it, text trafficker.
Okay, where is she getting this child and trafficker thing? Sorry. My husband's just sending me some money. Where, exactly. How could Stats stop something happening? Like, there is no, she's not a millionaire. She said she got her inheritance. I don't know what it was. But yeah. But she actually said the other day, didn't she, that she was broke? So I don't understand. Yeah. And now she's a text trafficker and a truggy. Maybe you might like your medications. Okay, that's fine. We'll let you have your medications there, girl. I mean, if you abuse them, that's your choice. But nobody said anything about a child or trafficking. Nobody said anything about that, Barb. I don't know where you're getting it from. It's all in your mind.
Trafficker. How can I be that? I'm just about locked up in my house because of my low immune system, my doctor's appointments, and the hospitals. Where can I go? One lady says,
Here we go.
I stole her credit card.
Shadow. She is in love with you too. Because here we go. We're going to talk about Shadow, everybody. We're going to talk about Shadow.
That's what one of the ladies said, and then she picked it up. Anybody steal $6,000 from you on a credit card, aren't you going to call the cops? Wasn't done. This is in 2022, August.
So 2022, Stacy and Shadow for sure.
Her husband was sick. He passed away. And I've got the picture of it. She says 3 days after my husband died, Barbara wanted me to be the text thing of Wolf. But yet, a few weeks later.
Oh, yeah. You hear that? Wanted you to be the toy for Wolf there, Shadow. Did she offer up her walk beside for you? Like, what the hell? Like, it's sick. It's just sick what this woman says. Exactly, PetSmart. Exactly. And epoxy can cause cancer. It's why you're supposed to wear a mask. Oh, she wanted you to live with EJ. But do you hear this? She keeps saying it's always, whenever she talks about it, it's Wolf. Yeah, it's always Wolf, but, Shadow says it's EJ. Hey, Fat Llama, welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you.
She said that she got us a hotel room to go back to Florida. That don't sound right. I know that I'm not.
Working on
but
a
they
weekend.
Won't leave me alone.
Oh, they won't leave her alone. Okay, so why won't we leave you alone? Why won't we leave you alone, Barbara? Because you won't friggin' stop talking about us. You just talked about Shadow. And everybody loves Shadow. And people are going to stick up for Shadow. So why won't people leave you alone? Because you won't leave other people alone. You won't leave us alone. Oh, thank you so much, Fat Llama. Yeah, you won't leave anybody alone. You just, so far you've talked about me, Anne, Michael, Emma, Shadow. You've talked shit about your son and your grandchildren. You've talked about Castle du Lac I don't know how many fucking times. No, nobody's gonna, I am shaking. I'm so angry. Nobody's gonna leave you alone. Ever. Until you shut your freaking hole. Okay? That's just how it goes. Oh, sorry. Red Road is coming up. Red Road's coming up down the line here. I have it written out. At 2 hours and 8 minutes in, she starts talking about Red Road. Yeah. Like, it's horrible. It's horrible. And she wonders why nobody will leave her alone. Like, nobody leaves her alone. Secondly, you also have a 15-year-old in your goddamn room, and you think it's okay for him to be there. Again, nobody's going to leave you alone for that reason. So, yeah. No, not happening. Let there be light and peace, my ass. Oh, she is in love with Castle du Lac. Loves him. Yeah.
But a lot of them have said, this one man that emailed me and emailed back and forth, he said, well, I tried to help her and all that.
Holy shit. Here we go. We're talking about Castle again. Like, she cannot stop. Do you know how many times she has brought him up? It is so funny. So funny. And here we go again. Like, oh my gosh. Why don't you just admit it, Barb? You're in love. You loved all that attention through the emails. Like, oh my gosh.
But one day he would say how much of a really nice person I was, wanted to share nice things. And the next day, I was the devil. I was an H. I was a B. All this kinds of stuff. I was a liar. I was Munchausen and all kinds of stuff. Then all of a sudden, he'd send me pictures. Oh, I took these. You can go ahead and print them up. You can get $5 each for them. I don't know that you took them. I'm not going to sell something that may be somebody else's. I don't steal. I'm sorry. I've never stolen.
Okay. Whoa. Okay. We won't say she's stolen, but she swindled. She swindled money out of Shadow. Big time swindled money out of Shadow. In a sense, she did steal money from Robbie because she never paid for what she took. But she swindled money out of Shadowrunner. And she swindled money from Red Road. But again, is that not stealing in a sense because she never paid for the stuff that she took from Red Road? So, yeah, she's a scam artist. And she scammed, scammed you. She scammed Robbie. She scammed Red Road that we know of so far. And you know what the funny thing is I was watching the 3 C's video that she did yesterday or the other day. And at 20:59, she talks about Nan, Red Road. She talks about fucking Nan. She talks about Nan making shit so that Nan can sell it because she's going to open a store. She's brought Nan back. Unless she was talking about it as a before thing, but she was talking about Nan. She got dehydrated after Castle's video. Yeah.
That's what they're accusing me of doing with.
No. We all said that you haven't stolen. We said that you're a scammer. Okay? We said that you scam things from people. What was the word I said? Not scam, but yeah, she did. She met some people. Actually, there is here. Let me get that for you. Let me get it for you. There are people she has met. What is it called? Oh, Stacy, how come I can only remember swamp or gator or what's it called? Swindle. Thank you. What is Robbie's thing called? Robbie's thing. Get Swamped. Thank you. You didn't even tell me. I suddenly came up with it. Get Swamped. Emma also has on her channel a thing that she did with Get Swamped and Tulies. So yeah, there is that. I can't. Yeah. So if you look on Emma's channel, you'll find that. There's also, but I'll give you Get Swamp's thing here because they've done some things on it too. Yeah, but she, I don't know if she went back on it, like to say, Nan, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, she did. So Get Swamp's talked about it. She, and she's Tulies as well. Tulies also has it. Yeah. Just grabbing Tulies. Sorry, I don't know how many. Does anybody else have like 1 billion subscriptions, but you don't watch them all? She did auctions saying proceeds go to Robbie, but she never sent that money. That wasn't for the items she purchased and then ran up a tab. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure her career is a lie because there's just no way that yeah. She cannot be this stupid and yet have the career that she had. There's just no fucking way. Like, there's just no way that she can, talk the way she does and yet have be that dumb. And there's Tulies. Those are actually some great people to watch. All right, let's continue, Barb. I need to find a piece of candy.
Elton. Oh, we're poisoning him so we can get his money. Actually, his money is going to be going to charity.
Oh, yay. Yay, Elton.
When he passes away, I'm going to sell everything. And per his wishes, for his will, it goes to charity. I don't get anything. Well, I do. I get the leftover of
no, exactly.
And it's not much after you buy the crib.
That's right, little lady.
You pay for a funeral. The headstone, everything. And then you pay, I'm going to have to pay back Social Security what he got. There's not, if I get $2,000, I'd be lucky.
Do you hear her talk about all this? Oh, I know. I don't care. I don't care about Mama. You know what? Whatever. I'm so fucking scared. Yeah. Here she's talking about where she's sending it to charity. She's got to pay this, that, and the other. And if she gets 2,000, she'll be happy. But didn't she say that he's got a lot of money? Like a lot? Lives with her and did many video chats. Whenever I would question her story, she would get upset or change the subject, and you couldn't full ask anything. Yeah, I don't know the payback Social Security thing either. That was another thing that I was wondering. Why do you got to pay back Social Security? Do they pay it all out and went? Yeah, she's bragged that he invested really well. So, and his money's going to charity. Is it called the Barbara Wolf charity? Because I think that's where it'll go.
Why am I staying here? Because I made an oath to him when his mother died.
Oh, God, here we go.
I said, in Jesus' name, God, as long as Elton is alive and he needs help, I will be here. When I married Wolf, it took him 2 years to understand.
She doesn't hate Castle
He now
Duloc.
understands that
She
I took
loves him.
I'm here. Now, Elton gave my mom and dad a promise that he'd help me.
Yeah, see, so they promised each other's parents they always take care of each other. So this is why they live together.
In 2012, it burnt. So Elton let us live in the old gift shop.
In the old gift shop
we did
across
everything.
the
I used
street.
some of the insurance money. I told Elton, I said, we'll stay here, we'll help you. But if anything breaks, you have to repair it. Okay. Well, the south wall started leaking again from the roof. He never did do the roof right. He always shortchanged things. But we were still there for him.
Yeah.
They closed their shop across the street. Him and his brother, rented it out. We lived in that little old building. It was cold in the wintertime. It was wet and mushy under there. And they had put new floor plywood. Guess what? Within 2 years, it was rotting. So I told Elton, you need to lay down no floor. I don't want to do that. I said, well, on your property manager, your renters aren't paying rent. We're kicking them out.
Yeah, she kicked out.
You have to do. One owed him $1,600. The other $2,800.
The renters.
We had kicked them out. That other house, the little house in the back was rotten. We couldn't re-rent it, but we rented this one. He was $1,200 late in rent within 2 months. Kicked him out. I said, Elton, I'll use my money that I have left and I'll fix up this side of the house if we can live there. And then what we'll do is we'll border exchange, like a lot of people does. We'll, it's in the pot right now.
Oh my God, like, stop it. Finish your fucking sentence.
You'll have a picture of it tomorrow on my page. I'm hoping it's the right color and shade. I had a solid black one and I had a clear one, but I didn't have a silvery black. So I kind of put 4 or 5 different colors together. We're going to see what it looks like. It's in the pressure pot and I leave it overnight. Some people just puts it in for 5 hours and then take it out. No, we pressure.
You talk too much.
See me in Yogi's room anymore.
Here we go.
The trolls to go in there. You get what you ask for. If that's not it, I will try it again until I.
Okay, so she won't go in Yogi's room anymore because the trolls are in there, and if he's going to allow that to happen, then she's not going to go in there. Yeah, 0 heads up. She just jump. Does she always end up in the hospital when one of her friends come visit? Okay, yes, and Mama is there. Somebody asked, and Mama is there. Yes. And this is what she does while Mama's there. Hey, cock of the walk, how you doing? Welcome in. Yeah, so she has people. Hey, welcome back. She has Mama there, who is Karen, and she has somebody visiting. And what did she do? A 2.5 hour stream. A 2.5 hour stream. And then she did another stream. Like, this is how I treat my friends. Like, you know what I mean? Like, crazy.
I get what you want, okay? And it's guaranteed. All my work has always been guaranteed.
No, it hasn't. Bullshit.
I've got hundreds of customers that never complained until that one lady in Arizona lied, and then the one lady that was in Tennessee and her son lied, and it's just been hectic.
So all these people started lying. I don't even know anymore. Just anyone that tells this dumb old whore the truth. That's about it. Said Mama Bear looked like Dog the Bounty Hunter. Oh, shit. Barb's first husband was that. How many husbands is this? 4? Is Wolf supposedly her 4th or her 3rd? I don't know. But anyway, she's talking about Tennessee. Okay, the Tennessee person is JoJo's mom, Mary. And she's talking about Kim. And then she's not saying it, but she's talking about me, saying that we've all come out and said that we all got bad. Oh, Tennessee, sorry, is Red Road. And they're saying that basically we're all saying her stuff is crap. But she's saying it's guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. It's just, it's shit. If something goes wrong, she will not do anything about it. She won't. So, yeah. It's exact, yes.
Oh, well, I was going to tell you.
Oh, she's
After
going
Daddy died, I was living here. Mama was sick.
I think I want to just start to go to... Oh, did I want to hear
this? Shop was open. I said, Elton, what's wrong? He said, I'm so sick to my stomach. I said, sit down right here. I'm going to get you a bucket. And
oh, God, this is where she talks about...
When I come back, he said, thanks. And then
she takes care of his life.
Went forward. I said, Elton, and I touched him.
Oh, no, we're not listening to this. She talks about how she saves his life, and then she talks about her shit for a while. Okay, here we go.
And then we'll...
Actually, that looks cool. That is cool. Uh-oh. Hi, Kelly. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he found me.
It's in a fresh pot, too. Now, you know what? They came in and said that road does something better.
Hello, honey.
She's been complaining about all my stuff, but yet she used the stuff. She made her soap. She used it, and she put it in the stuff that I made for her, wrapped it, and she was selling it at a craft show.
Okay, Barbara. Oh, good. No sound? Good. No sound. Okay, so then you won't bitch at me later about it. Hey, Edgar, welcome in. I don't know. Maybe she has to blow her nose. I don't know. Maybe she is live and something about this is her farewell. I'm coming in down. I don't want to be here. Get rid of everybody off my, oh God. So anyway, Camo Kelly is my husband. So just to let you all know that. she's saying that she sold stuff to Red Road, and she's saying that Red Road said that all of her stuff is crap, but yet she's taking it, putting her soaps in it, wrapping it up, and selling it in craft fairs. The thing is she got rid of all of Barbara's stuff that was crap. She sold some of it, and she's, whatever, right? The stuff that she's selling with her soaps is Anne's stuff, because this woman here did not give her the proper colors and orders that she asked for. So Anne did it for her. Mr. Unicorn, yeah. He can't have it on. I think they're at the where are they? They're at the Legion right now. So yeah. So I truly believe that she just is always going to continue with the fact that whenever she's just going to say that all of her stuff was the stuff that they were selling at the craft fair. When one Red Road went live and proved it wasn't, Anne has gone live and proved it wasn't. I have gone and talked about it and said it wasn't, and now I'm going on live to say that it wasn't. So she just continues to lie. This here is 100% a lie, and you're so full of shit. Like, it's just sad.
So I do a lot of these. I like doing this. This is something different. You're not going to see this, and I don't know if you can see it.
Nobody
see the darker
cares
part
about what
here?
you have to say.
Always come here. But this is orchid. Let's say it has that purplish glitter in it. I was selling $500 to $600 a month until this road and the liars, the trolls started lying about my stuff.
So do you hear this? She is now saying that, did you hear how much she said she was selling until the trolls and Red Road came along? Give me a second here. Okay, ready?
Color. It has holographic in it. You can see the holographic report like this, so the holographic will always come here. This is orchid. Let's say it has that purplish glitter in it.
Listen.
I was selling $500 to $600 a month until this road and the liars, the trolls started lying about my stuff. That's right. Well, see, that's what one of my friends called me, Louisiana Glitter Queen.
Oh, barf, 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 barf. Oh, does she? Yeah, Red Road. So it's your fault and my fault and Kim's fault and everybody else. And she's still saying that the stuff you sold in the flea market was hers. Oh, yeah, she's still saying that. Welcome in, Lakira Barb, 55 second channel. We'll allow you to stay as long as you're polite. Oh, okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I don't care. Go ahead. Have a good time with that. Yeah, so she's still saying that. Like, it's just fucking nuts. Oh, and when she's like scamming the PayPal friends and family function. Yeah. If somebody can get me her link, whatchamacallit's link, that'd be great. Okay, go ahead. Call the police. I'm okay. I can do it. I'll wait here while you call them. Let me know when they're coming. Oh, God. Yeah, that's the sound of the police. Yeah, do it. Call them. Just peeped in, Floki. Kim is saying, yeah, I don't have, I can't find Kim in YouTube land. Can you get me Kim's link? I can't find her. Like, I can never find her. It's always like, oh, God, like, I can't find Kim. Yeah, they're going to take a road trip to, I'm going to be extradited. And I won't be able to live in, who was it, Atlanta? You're not going to be able to come to the USA. Like, nobody fucking cares. Okay, anyway, Barbara doesn't say much more. She goes on and talks about the shit there. Let's see what we can get from Kim. Let's watch our friend. Hey, Floki. I'm waiting. Do we want to go back? How long's she been live? 46 minutes ago. Oh, God. Yeah, I know. And I can't find her anywhere on here. When I look for her, I can't. She's not even talking. Let's get some excitement going here. When did she start talking about it? She does look hot. She's done something with her room. Oh, you're boring me, Kim.
Staying off. I've been taking care of the dogs. 2 days ago, or 2 days ago.
We make her big because we all want to see her face.
No, it was yesterday. I got in a
I did.
accident myself with my friend Carmen that was behind me. And I was told about a lot of people saying, "Oh, you don't have a ticket. You don't have a ticket." Right here is my ticket. This is a ticket for distraction. So, I got 30 I can't even wear my glasses.
Okay, so this is my farewell. I am coming. I'm down. I don't want to be in here. Get rid of everybody off YouTube. I'm done. What is she doing now? Like, why? Emma, do a face reveal. Emma, are you back? Emma's not back, is she? No. Oh, she thinks Emma's going to talk about her? No, why would Emma talk about her? Look here, I'll talk about you, Kim.
So, I'm saying goodbye. I'm saying adios. I'm not coming in anymore. I'm done. I'm not going in any rooms. That there is going to be a couple that will be going into, but not a lot. But not Emma's, not Michael's, not Ann's, not Dusty's, and a lot of
I got a shout out.
others that don't let me in because I'm done with them, how they treat me. Because I heard Ann one time in one of the other lives, she's a bitch. I don't really care what you guys say about me or do. I am doing what I need to do.
Did she just say that we treat her like shit? She said that we treat her bad. What the fuck, Kim? Oh my God, like, bye, Kim. Have a good life. We treat her bad. We treat her bad. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I did say, haha, I'm getting the wreath, so fuck you. But you know what she put in my chat? I don't really care. Fuck you. Like, she gave it back as good as I gave. So, I mean, hey, but, I treat her like shit. Like, I had her up on my panel. She was awesome when she was up on my panel, crafting and everything. She was great. We'd all go in there and support her. People were sending her things. Fucking Emma took care of her dog, but, we all treat her like shit. Yeah. You keep forcing yourself after you were told to go away. Yeah. Like, nobody can.
I'm dealing with what I need to do. This is bullshit, you guys. And Dad, sorry for saying that word. I know you don't like it. So, just to let y'all know that I am heading out. I'm not coming back. I'm shutting down everything. I'm getting rid of YouTube studios too. Getting all rid of those people in there. And then getting rid of all the people that have on my TV room. We have to figure out how to do that one.
Okay, so I don't think she understands, but the YouTube Studios comes with YouTube, and she's getting rid of all the people on her TV too. Once she gets rid of YouTube, there's not going to be no people. Like, there's going to be no people. Yeah, like, honey, you only have to do it in one place. It's all connected. Or maybe she's done all her diamond art and she's got nothing left to do. So now she wants everybody to feel sorry for her and come back. Yeah, I'm wondering if she's been evicted. Like, seriously. Maybe she's moving with her husband. I don't know. She was lying and manipulating for her own selfish reasons. I'm going to put it up. You can't be doing that to people. Having you around puts people that are unaware at risk of being exposed to what you do. Yeah, exactly. Right here. 100%. That is a problem. And this is what, like giving them Benadryl so that they won't bother her. Charlie, where did you get those? You little shit. Sorry. Charlie, no. Did you? Because these are my favorite. And I'm going to, you little. She found a pair of my pants. She chewed a little bit of hole in them, but okay. Well, I can fix it. Anyway, okay, so there's Charlie. There's my dog. I don't know where she found my pants, but she has my pants. But yeah, so she's been bugging me here and there, trying to get up on my lap and stuff. And you know what? I just deal with her. She gives her dogs Benadryl so they don't bug her. Yeah. Yeah, Tiamat, it's my fault. It's probably from the ones I left over there. So, yeah. But this is the point, right? Like, nobody wants to be around her because of what happened to Daisy. It's just proof that she just doesn't give a fuck. Exactly, Miley.
I'm done. I can't deal with it anymore. I just don't want to. It's not worth it. All you guys do is make fun of other people. You make fun of other people when they have situations too. And I guess you guys get a pleasure out of making fun of me, Barbara, Jippy, and whatever all the other.
Oh, so I guess you guys get fun out of making fun out of. Okay, I'm not making fun out of Barbara at all. I am reacting. Yeah, of course. I am reacting to Barbara because she's finally pissed me off enough. Secondly, exactly. Actions have consequence. Yes, exactly, Citrus. It's like I said. Yeah, I used to work in a group home. There was a boy there who had FAS. He wasn't a boy. He was a man. He is a man. I hope he's still alive. But anyway, he was arrested for something he did. And he spent the night in jail because consequences happen. And yeah, Kim, consequences happen. And then nobody has talked about you, Kim. I mentioned you when you talked about me because of the thing with Punch Monkey, because of the wreath. I mentioned that, yes, because you told everybody that I told Punch Monkey to not give it to you. Sorry, thank you. Thank you. I mentioned it because you said to everybody that I told Punch Monkey not to give it to you, and I would not do that. I would never tell somebody else what to do. Plus, Punch Monkey is her own person, and she gonna do what she wants, and she doesn't have to listen to me even if I did say that. Secondly, Anne has talked about you because you keep going off on her. You keep saying all this bullshit about her. So yeah, she's gonna talk about you. And I think we're the only, and Michael has mentioned something, but that's it. I don't even know if Michael's even said anything. I don't want to bring him in, but yeah, I don't think Michael said anything. Anne and I have both said something. Emma has said nothing about you. She's not even giving you the time of day. So yeah. Oh, did she? Okay. Hi, Kim. Fair use.
What you guys do, but I don't really care. And next Tuesday, I'm not watching it because I know it's about me. And I'm going to say right now,
I cannot believe how she feels so, what's the word, that she truly believes Emma's going to do a fucking Tuesday on her. Like, it's like she feels that important. Like, Nobody fucking talks about you. Emma's not doing. Yeah, that's just what we're watching right now. Is her live, and nobody. Oh my God, Emma's not doing a fucking Tuesday on you. You're not important, Kim. You're just not important.
I think my father is going to be watching it for me. But anyways, yeah, I'm not coming back, you guys. No, I'm done.
Goodbye. See you later. Have a good time.
Video for good, because I have so much other private person.
Welcome back, Ann.
I can't even mention it.
What do you got now? Okay. Sorry.
Private stuff I had to do for myself. And
I've lost a bunch of people watching because we're done hard.
good luck on your video about me. I don't care. I really don't care.
Okay, Kim. We don't either.
Damn about what you're gonna do about me.
Sorry.
Well, I thought you were gonna be a good guy, good person, and be with me and help me out. But no, you backfired and fiddled my snotty eye. My snotty attitude.
Oh my God, look what she did. Oh my God, did you see that? Because I was doing it? Oh, that's so funny. So funny. Oh my gosh, so fucking funny. That is so funny. I was waiting for that to happen. I was waiting for it to happen. Bye, Kim. Have a great day. Take care. That is so funny. Oh my gosh, so funny. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm sure someone did. All right. Well, guys. Exactly. She was watching. She was watching me right away. Because Floki said she suddenly moved her thing. Sorry if you're hearing me too. I just need to put some sugar in because I'm starting to get shaky. So yeah. But yeah. Anyhow, it's been 3.5 hours. Yes, I mainly do why is my brain suddenly shutting down? I mainly do crafting channels, like crafting on my channel. I do that Tuesdays and Thursdays with I'll put that up. Just as a reminder, the main part there. I do crafting on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10:05 a.m. I guess it is Pacific with Anne Marie, and then Anne comes up. Anne's crap chat comes up. Annie Trolling Annie will come up. Annie J will come up. This is my first React video. If I'm going to react to anything, it'll probably be mainly Barbara. I don't really know much about JP, and really I can't stand him. He's just bleh. And then not much about JP, and I really don't know Alana, and I find that she just yells and talks way too fast, and I don't like her. So yeah. So if anything, it would be about Barbara or something that I come across. But I actually enjoyed doing this. This was a lot of fun. I want to thank everybody for coming in, and those that donated. Thank you very much. This has been a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed it. Yeah. So. Oh, now it's so long. Farewell. Have a good time without me on YouTube. I'm gonna be a busy woman. Sorry, just thought I'd sing you a song. JP is torture. Usually when Emma goes to JP, I go do something else because he just repeats. But but I love Barb. Barb's always got something going on that's lots of fun, and hey, let's watch it. But yeah. But yes, everybody, thank you again. This has been great. This will be great. If I'm going to do one of these again, I'll put it up and let you know. I'm almost at 300 subscribers, so thank you very much. That's very sweet. I'm all excited. At 300, I said I was going to give away a journal. So yeah, it gets us closer. But yeah, thank you all for being in here, and I hope you all have the rest of your weekend is wonderful. It's a long weekend. Go out there and party. Take care, everybody. Bye.